Welcome everyone. This is the biggest show of 2025, one of the biggest shows of 2025. NYW Glory, the culmination of the Road to Glory tournament. 8 men have advanced out of the 32 men that started the tournament. And one of these 8 is going to go to the biggest show of the year to face the world champion Manhattan Mayhem. We're going to kick things off with our first quarterfinal matchup. It's the Miracle, Cabrera, the pure champion. He's going to go one-on-one with the leader of first class, Silas. And here is the Miracle. It's my brother, Cabrera. Had 2 tough challenges in the first and second rounds in order to get to the quarterfinals here tonight. He defeated Akuma Santos in the first round, defending his pure championship in the process, and then he defeated Toleranson in the last match of the second round. Big opportunity for the Miracle, because he's already a champion and he's challenged for the world title a couple of times. He did challenge her in the first ever match to crown the first ever NYW World Champion. That was back at Rebirth in 2022. It was a 6-pack elimination challenge. He was the last man eliminated for the man who won the match to become the first champion, Tommy Walker. He then went on to challenge Walker in a singles match a few months later after this. He hasn't had a shot at the title since 2023. So if he wins this tournament, he can go into Manhattan Mayhem not only as the pure champion, but with an opportunity at the world title in his sights. He's got to get through his quarterfinal opponent, though, Silas. He's had a different way to get to the second round. So we're going to start tonight with 4 quarterfinal matchups. Now this match to kick things off, we're really going to follow it up with Nicholson taking on Jose Blanco. Then we'll see Gabe battle Gabriel Lopez. And the final quarterfinal match will be Greene taking on the Eastern champion Issiah. Like I said, he's had an up and down road here in NYW. And now he's going to be taking on the leader of first class, who's certainly made a name for himself since his debut back in October of last year. It's Silas. The Rising Star Dollar match, he was a part of that matchup. Last man that came in the match, he was unsuccessful in becoming Rising Star champion in that match. But since then, he has had a number of good, impressive performances. He won a few singles matches himself. He was also in the Supremacy ladder match back at Supreme. Didn't win, but had a strong performance. And then he defeated Matthew Sanchez in his first round match. And then what many may consider an upset, defeated Nicholson in the second round. Both using the help of an exposed turnbuckle, I may add, to win those matches. He talked about having a class in professional wrestling using pure skill, but he seemingly has no qualms about cheating for victory. Now Sylvie has to watch out for that in this match if he so chooses to use that exposed turnbuckle like he did in his first 2 matches. I think Al probably had a harder road to this quarterfinal than Silas. Again, Silas took shortcuts to get here. And meeting for the first time, said Silas only being around in NYW since the end of last year, while Al, of course, has been around since the beginning of NYW. More looking for his first taste at Championship Gold. He hasn't held a title here in NYW. If he wins this tournament, he will get an opportunity to get that chance and skyrocket to a world title opportunity in just 6 or 7 months of being in NYW. It would be impressive. Let alone getting a victory over Al here as well. Think about the men he could face in this tournament. He's already faced TJ Nicholson. He faces Al here. Wait, look at the cradle. That's how he tried to beat Tyler Watson in his second round match. He only got a 1 count, just like he got one there. But Al fighting back over for a single leg drop kick. That was blocked. Oh, what a kick. Immediately, like I said, aggressive man is Silas. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's newer to the business than Al. Al's a veteran at this point. Been around for a long time. He's been around since about 2018. Look at these fish drops. 7 years into this virtual wrestling world. He's been around a lot of companies and have held a lot of titles, won a lot of matches. Certainly a veteran. Here, there's a back elbow, springboard style, on to Moore. So this is Moore's biggest match of his career, I think, at this point, on a mega event. And if he were to get further in this tournament, it'd just be even bigger. You said in order to win this tournament, you have to win 3 matches on the same night. Stamina is key, and a lot of these men, they're gonna want to win these matches as quick as possible. What a springboard moonsault there by Al. Al's taking the risk here. Al shows no fear and has no qualms about taking the opportunity to use his agility when needed. Gets back in the ring and hits a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Float over style. There. So that was an impressive amount of moves there. There's a forearm shot, kick right to the face. And now he's going to keep it going with the explosive suplex. So the winner of this match is going to face the winner of Eddie Nicholson and Jose Blanco. That's going to take place right after this. Oh, he went for an elbow, but got nothing. His shoulder hit that mat, and there's a big boot. Big boot just rocks him, and then face first into the mat. Now Moore's going to look to get it here. Big first cover for him in this matchup. Can he get the cover? Hooks the leg, only 2 though. Like I said, Moore has been impressive. Got to also mention the fact that what condition is Eddie in, as we saw in his second round match against TJ. We saw the return of Silas Moore's compatriots in first class, and oh, look at that, standing Spanish fly. He went for a clothesline, and Al was able to counter it with an athletic move there, and look at those shots there. They had Sam Edwards and Brody Swanson. They attacked Eddie Nicholson, and that was shown on the Tron that distracted TJ, which allowed, what a clothesline, allowed Moore to use that exposed turnbuckle and roll up TJ to win his second round matchup. Also, if you saw the kickoff show earlier, TJ and Eddie got some revenge on first class, attacking them after their victory over the Hodges. And oh, look at that Falcon Arrow there. And I've also been told that first class and TJ have been escorted from the building, so they cannot be involved in any proceedings for these tournament matches tonight. Of course, Eddie has a match tonight, but he's been confided to his locker room. Now, Moore, like I said, he hit that blockbuster off the top, second rope, baby. Went for something, no elbows to block that out. Now, look at Al, look at that double jump crossbody there by Al. I know, shot to the midsection. Here comes one kick, KO by Al. And Al's going to continue the pressure here to try to get to the semifinals. Off the ropes with a big elbow drop. Got the cover, hooks the leg. Is this enough to get the 3 count? Oh, Moore kicks out. Moore showing his resilience here by kicking out there. And like I said, the longer this match goes, fatigue can set in, but you also have to remember, this is the first rope moonsault by Al, only 2. Because this is the first match of the night, there is a lot to go before we get to the semifinals. So whoever wins this match could have a lot of time to rest before their semifinal match. This is a sharpshooter locked in by Al, continuing to get the pressure in. So we still have 3 more quarterfinal matches to go. We're also going to have a few non-tournament action as well. Tag team titles are going to be on the line. The Eastside, Tracy, Relic, and Louie Scott are going to defend against No Fight Republic. Tommy K and BullDog Peter. There's a roll up. Shoulders are down here. Moore might have tights. It was hard to see. The camera didn't catch it. But Moore tried to take advantage, but he gets caught in a tilt-a-whirl gutbuster by Al. Now Al, springboard shooting star. What impressive athleticism by the Miracle. Into the cover. Shoulders are down here. Can Al advance to the semifinals? No, only 2. So the Pure Championship is not on the line here. But a spot in the semifinals is. You gotta think that Al is only worried about that world title opportunity. As you can see, Moore is now taking advantage here. The shots here, clothesline, kick, another clothesline. Al slow to get back to his feet here, and another one. Moore's just continuing it. And the more clotheslines, it takes longer for Al to get back to his feet. And there's another one. said, more, what a victory this would be to defeat the Miracle Al Cabrera. Considering all the big opponents in Al's face, and there's a short arm clothesline. Complete control is more here with these multiple lariats. And Al is certainly on the back foot here. There's now more. He's got him in the corner here. He's going to put him on the top rope. What's he going to look for here? Al has been completely neutralized the last few minutes. And Al, big back superplex off the top. Impressive move by the leader of First Class into the cover. Referee into position now. 2, is this enough? And Al barely gets the shoulder up. Said a lot of offense stacked in the last few minutes, and Al barely got the shoulder up, and he's trying to get back to his feet here, but more stalking him here. What a knee strike and a discus clothesline to follow it up in another cover. This could get the 3 to advance to the semifinals. Get more, and again barely the shoulder is up. Al could not get more than a shoulder up, but he got the shoulder up. And now more, maybe looking for that final lesson. That final lesson, he beat Matthew Sanchez in the first round with that move. It's an impressive move there. Oh wait, Al. Oh, super kick. First time got caught, but the second time hit. As Al's trying to fight back in this. And now he's got him lined up for a spear. And he hits it. Big time spear. And now Al's in the cover. Can he get the win? Shoulders are down here. Hook the leg. Only 2, so close. And more wisely rolling out the ring here to try to catch a breather for more. But Al not going to let him do that with a leg drop to the floor. Impressive move there by Al. And now Al throws him back in the ring here. Like I said, Al needs to capitalize on the advantage here. And oh, look at that, out of nowhere, Moore just clotheslined him the hell out of the ring. And look at that, referee was in the position to count. Oh, look at Moore. Moore just exposed the turnbuckle. I mentioned this earlier to watch out for that. He exposed the turnbuckle, but Al, single leg drop kick there by Al. Hasn't come into play yet, but it could be in the future. That's a short arm clothesline. Now the Miracle is fired up here, trying to get the advantage back. Takes him down again. Takes more down again. But wait a second, something's on the ramp. But look at that. Tyler Watson is here. What's he doing here? Well, all these matches aren't allowed to have interference, but Watson surely is not happy about the fact that he lost his second round match to Al, and he's failed to capture the Pure Championship from him back at Supreme. But he's out here. What's he doing? Al's completely focused. Boy's on the ground, on the floor, and look at that. Where Morgan is here. Where Morgan? Tyler Watson attacked Morgan on the last episode of Supercard. We don't know why exactly, but I would assume it was to prevent him from being a factor for No 5 Republic's opportunity at the tag team titles tonight. Regardless, it looks like Morgan's trying to get some revenge. Meanwhile, in the ring, like I said, Al's completely focused on this. Moore is tending to the referee. He's saying he's got an injury, and the referee has told Al to fall back, so he's focused on what's happening on the ringside area. But right now, Morgan's got a baseball bat. He was assaulting Tyler Watson with it. These two men are just brawling on the entranceway. Action is stopped in the ring because the referee... Oh my goodness! Watson just knocked Morgan to the concrete, and now he's fighting it with these shots. As I mentioned, the referee is checking on Moore here. Alice, because of this, the action has had a standstill, and Alice watching this action on the ramp over here on the side here. Oh my goodness! Kick Morgan. Like I said, I've never seen this fire out of Morgan. He is completely taking it to Watson here. And now these two men are going to brawl. It looks like they're fighting out of the sight here. They're going to fight out of sight. Al, like I said, he's just watching this. But wait a second. Moore just popped up. I said referee was checking on him. It looked like Moore was just feigning injury here. And he just assaulted Al from behind and neck breaking him. And And now this could be the opportunity to take advantage. Oh, Al fights back here. Oh, Al went for something. Single leg drop kick, but more threw him into the exposed turnbuckle. And now face first into it. Oh, Al's on dream streak. He just put him into an exposed turnbuckle face first. And now Moore. What's Moore doing here? No. Backbreaker on the exposed turnbuckle. Like I said, we just saw what was happening on the rampway. Moore feigning injury on the ring to get some time to breathe. And he took advantage. And oh, look at this. Final lesson to Al. Leg is hooked. Shoulders are down here. 2 and 3. It's over. Moore advances to the semifinals. What a way this went down at the end there. It looked like Al had control. But that brawl in the entranceway stopped everything. Moore took advantage of that to get a breather, which he did, and used the exposed turnbuckle to pick up a victory, and he advances to the semifinals. What a victory for Moore. And as you can see, the first man to advance to the quarterfinals. And as Moore makes his way to the back, we gotta get ready for our next quarterfinal matchup. We're gonna see who will face Moore in the semifinals later on tonight. Jose Blanco is gonna go one-on-one with Eddie Nicholson in our next quarterfinal matchup. So stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna go right to the action for our next quarterfinal matchup. Here comes Eddie Nicholson. I mentioned before, Eddie was attacked in his second round match for DJ. DJ's second round match against Silas Moore was attacked by First Class. He got a regular revenge on the kickoff show earlier tonight. He defeated Jacob Baker in his first round match and then beat Tommy Walker in his second round match. Although Walker was a bit distracted by the Redemption being on the ringside area, they didn't get involved, but it led to Eddie being able to get back in the fight to win that matchup. It's certainly a test for him. First ever NYW World Champion, him being one of the only few men to have pinned Walker. He still has some issues with the Redemption right now. But now Eddie has to focus on his quarterfinal opponent. And that's this man, the vicious and destructive Jose Blanco. Like I said, he's all about action. He doesn't care about what anyone thinks. He's been pretty impressive since his debut back at NYW Return in October of last year. He's also in that Rising Star Gauntlet match. He also challenged Ryan Evans for the North American title when he was champion. That was his singles debut. And since then, he's been impressive, had some impressive victories, beating Stephen Marquez. Was a part of the Supremacy ladder match. He defeated Pantera Jr. in his first round match, and then beat Justin Hernandez in his second round match. Like I said, considering his opponent, you gotta think Jose Blanco had the bit of an easier road. No disrespect to Pantera Jr. or Justin Hernandez, but Jr. was very early on in his career, and Justin was primarily a tag team wrestler before the tournament, defeating his partner Dante Duffy in his first one. Either way, Jose Blanco got the victories in those matches, and he's here. This is probably his biggest test to date in his career, singles action, facing a multi-time champion and long-time veteran Eddie Nicholson. This would be a huge coup in his cap to defeat Eddie here tonight. The winner of this match will face Silas Moore in the second round. In the semifinals, excuse me. In the semifinals of this tournament. So we got 2 more quarterfinal matches to go after this. Like I mentioned earlier, we also have a tag team title match. And the Eastside are going to defend the tag team titles against the No Fight Republic. And he flipped him off and he got kicked right in the face for his troubles. by Eddie, and there's a kick. Like I said, Jose cannot take Eddie lightly. He is a veteran. He will do whatever it takes to get a victory. There's a big kick. Another kick. And oh, that was a mistake by the veteran. He taunted and it got kneed in the gut and then kicked in the face. As Jose Blanco's going to take control now. We also have a number one contenders match for the women's championship. It's going to be Natsu Shirakawa taking on Anna Nightmare. The winner will face Yumi Mai for the women's championship at Manhattan Mayhem. So that's a big match as well. Also later tonight, the NYW World Championship will be out the line as Troy Saint will defend against Issiah Steel. And we'll also have a triple threat steel cage match for the North American Championship. The champion Grim is going to defend against, look at that stomp by Eddie, defend against former champions Tyson Gore and Ryan Evans. There's also the Supremacy briefcase, although there's a shooting star press, but that's only a 1. Big match of that will be 3 men that have all held the North American title face off inside a steel cage. Of course, the main event will be the finals of this tournament, culminating, what a back elbow, that rocked Eddie, but he rolled out of the ring because of it. Now, Blanco's going to take advantage here. There's a dragon suplex on the floor. Except Blanco's an aggressive man. He doesn't care about anybody or anything except victory and dictating success. And so far, he's been impressive in this tournament, getting to the quarterfinals here. But this is to make it or break it, to try to get a victory over someone of the caliber of Eddie Nicholson. As now he's fighting back here, and there's a flatliner by Blanco on the floor. I said count out or disqualification is as good as a pinfall, but double count out would mean Moore would get a bye straight to the finals. Of course, I don't think anybody wants that to happen. Back in the ring now. There's a takedown. Eddie kicks off Blanco. And oh, he went for stop there, but he caught him in a power bomb. Did Eddie. Big counter there on a Blanco. And now, gonna try to take advantage of the situation. Got him in the corner here. Weighing him down here. Weighing Blanco down is Eddie, and now Eddie off the ropes with a tilt-to-whirl DDT. Impressive there, but he couldn't follow up there. Blanco able to recover quickly, rolls through and hits a big knee strike. Like I said, toughest probably match to date for Blanco. And now Brave Buster. First cover for Blanco here. Hooks the leg here. Only 2. I said thank you all for watching this big event. I know it's been a long time coming. The culmination of the Road to Glory tournament. I said 32 men started this tournament. Only 8 remain. Only 8 remain when we started it. Now there's only 7. Silas Moore is already advanced to the semifinals. Then the man is going to be out of the running here. And after the quarterfinals, we only will have 4 men remaining in this tournament. As Eddie now is back in control, back and forth. This match is 2 men. Like I said, this is also a first-time matchup. Yeah, I think Moore certainly took a beating in that last matchup, but he's got a lot of time to recover before either he faces either one of these men in the semifinals later tonight. Now Blanco kicks a fantasy suplex all the way to the floor. A hard thud. You heard the thud of both men's backs cracking that mat. That's a thin padding, ladies and gentlemen. But Blanco takes advantage and then just throws them on the announce table. This man, they said he will use every trick in the book. Dirty underhanded tactic necessary. He threw them right into that announce table cover. And now he tosses them into the ring apron. That is aggression for you. I said Blanco will do whatever it takes. He did a number on Eddie on the outside. Now he goes back in the ring right into a cover. Into position with that lateral press. Can that get the 3 count? No, Eddie kicks out. But damage was done there. Blanco using his environment to his advantage. And now again, Eddie's fighting back here. And he's fighting back with shots, chops. Got him here, throws him in the corner. What is Eddie going to look for here? Oh, right up, springs right up and hit to a Spanish fly. That was an impressive move. And now Eddie's got the cover, hooks the leg. Can this get the victory? No. Shoulder up by Blanco. Look at Eddie. These springboard moonsaults. Multiple of them. These, like, hard to say what they are. They're catapult-like moonsaults off that top rope. I think he hit 4 in a row. And now he's on the top rope and hits a meteor. Eddie is on fire here. Blanco wisely rolls it out of the ring, but Eddie's not giving him a second. Moonsault all the way to the floor. What a move that was. He moonsaulted him all the way to the floor. And now he's going to throw him back in the ring to get the cover for the victory and advancing to the semifinals. No, it's only 2. Like I said, it's hard to gauge how long these matches are going to be, but we know these men, starting out fresh for these quarterfinal matches, are going to do whatever it takes. The question is, what are they going to have left for their semifinal matches? And oh, what a spine buster that was. And now, look at Blanco with that Sun Steel slash. That elbow to the back of the head. Got the cover. And Eddie barely kicked out. Blanco's won matches with that move. He won his first round match with that move. And now, oh, he went off the top, went off the second rope with a senton. He got some height on it, but it didn't get what he wanted. And now Eddie jumps off springboard cutter. And now he's got on the top rope here. Shooting star press connecting into the cover, hooks the leg. Can this get Eddie into the semifinals? Only 2. Back and forth. Like I said, first time matchups we've seen. Eddie and Blanco isn't disappointing, and Silas earlier didn't disappoint as well. Jawbreaker. I think all the matches, except for obviously the last quarterfinal match. Oh, what a spike! Our first time matchups was kind of Greene and Issiah wrestled at Vindication a few months ago. That's the only quarterfinal match that isn't a first time matchup. And now again, back and forth these two men are going. Also standstill at this point. Well, he went for a kick. That was blocked. And there's Icarus. He ducked out the way now. Eddie's got the Icarus cover. Only 2. At this point, I don't know what's it going to take. These two men have been going all out. It's been an impressive match so far. And now Eddie's looking for something here. Oh, got elbowed right in the face. Now, oh, I don't know what Blanco was looking for, but Eddie got out of it. And now, oh my, that was like an Icarus. It was a shorter version. Both men down. Now both men are getting up here. It wasn't the full Icarus, but it certainly was one. But now, neither man was able to get an advantage out of that. But Eddie got back up, and now a standing Spanish fly. Another cover. How many near falls have been in these matches? But again, Blanco kicks out. I said Eddie hit a shorter version of Icarus, but he wasn't able to capitalize, and both men were down for a little while. And now, kick right to the face. Tumbles him out of the ring, and look at that by Eddie. The athleticism to hit that Hurricane Rana. This match has been all over the place, and oh my goodness. Went for the springboard moonsault. Now Blanco got out the way. Eddie's legs might have hit the barricade, and he kicks him in the face. Knockout shot. Eddie might be out cold after that. One too many risks for Eddie. And now back in the ring. Got the cover. It could be the end. And no, again. Another kick out. Shoulder up barely. Blanco's frustrated, but he's got to stay on him here. He's looking for something. But Eddie again blocked whatever he was looking for. Now what's going to look for here? Oh, swinging neck breaker there. That was impressive. Big time swinging neck breaker. Now look at Eddie. Got it set up in a corner. What a knee strike. That was a knockout shot there. And now, oh, maybe, I don't know, he's looking for a cover. But Blanco was stirring, and there's a rolling neck breaker by Eddie. Like I said, Eddie trying to get the cover. Can he get the 3 count here? But no. Blanco gets his hand on the rope to stop the cover. Like I said, Eddie took too many seconds to go for a cover. Now Blanco's taking advantage. Oh, what a kick. That was lights. Another kick. Lights on over there, but the third one was, he got out of it. Eddie got out of that. Went for something. 2 feet to the face. Blanco is now in control here. German suplex with a bridge. Shoulders are down here. Can this get the 3 count? No. So far, we've had 2 brutal wars. 2 wars in the quarterfinal matches. All for the opportunity to main event Manhattan Mayhem and become the contender for the World Championship. And oh, look at that. Eddie got out of that. Rolls him through with a head scissors. Said, I don't know what's going to take to put one of these men away here. But this has been a great quarterfinal matchup. And look at that. Shooting star clothesline. I don't know what that was, but it took Blanco out. I don't know if Blanco knows where he is at this point. I'm sure this is the most Blanco's been tested since his NYW debut, especially in singles competition. But at this point, oh no, Eddie got him up for another Icarus. He hits it. He hit the Icarus, and now he's gonna go up to the top here. He's gonna look to finish this. 630. What a combination by Eddie. Got the cover. Hooks the leg. 2 and 3. It's over. Eddie advances to the semifinals. What a match this was. Give it all to Blanco. He did everything he could here, and it was probably his biggest performance to date. But Eddie Nicholson is going to the semifinals, and it's going to be Silas and Eddie Nicholson later tonight in the semifinals of this tournament. What a match this was. If this is what's to come, considering we have 2 more quarterfinal matches to go, what are we going to look for? That was such a great contest between 2 athletes, 2 high caliber athletes. And as you can see, Eddie is now going to the semifinals. And now we got to focus on our next quarterfinal matchup. It's going to be former Rising Star and International Champion Gabe Woods taking on young upstart Gabriel Lopez. Eddie makes his way down out of the arena, getting ready for our next quarterfinal matchup, and here it is. As I mentioned, one of these 2 men, first time ever matchup. One of these men is going to go to the semifinals, and here comes Gabe Woods. And Woods certainly has had a high caliber rise in the last few months. He started out in his NYW debut back in 2021 when he became the first ever Rising Star champion. He held that title for a long time. Then, when NYW returned in 2020, the end of 2024, he got a shot at the international champion, which at the time was Cabrera. He defeated him at NYW return to become the second ever international champion. Certainly impressive performance from him. Now, of course, he lost that championship back in the Greene to Louie in a Chicago street fight. But he bounced back from that loss in this tournament. Defeated Webb Morgan in his first round match. Then he defeated Louie in a rematch in the second round, avenging that loss back in the Greene. Now here he is in the quarterfinals. Like I said, he is certainly on the rise. It would be an impressive feat if he could win this tournament, but he's got to get through this quarterfinal match first. He's got a young athlete, just like himself. He's looking for an opportunity. He's going to face as he's coming out right now. And that's Gabriel Lopez.
It's what they say that gets you down. You find new motivation inside this new
man, Gabriel Lopez. He's been around since 2022. He's just recently got up last very long in 2024, I think in October. But he did get a victory in order to qualify for the Supremacy ladder match. And then he actually pinned Ryan Evans in a All-Star 8-man tag the following show. Of course, he did not win the ladder match, but he certainly showcased his skills. He defeated Richard York in what was probably a sleeper match of that first round. And then he defeated Matthew Stone in the second round, which could be considered an upset. I don't think anyone predicted him to be in this quarterfinals, but here he is. And this is sure to be an impressive match. We thought the first two matches were impressive. These two men are certainly known for their high-flying and capable skill. And I don't think there's any issues between these two men. Fans seem to be behind Gabriel Lopez, and they do love Gabe Wood. So this is all about fair competition, getting to that next step, and that's winning this match to get to the semifinals. Of course, our last quarterfinal match is anything but that. Certainly a lot of bad blood and issues between Connor Greene and Issiah. We'll get to that once we get there. But first we got to focus on this, the third match of the quarterfinals. We already have two men advancing to the semifinals. The third man will advance here. Like I said, these two men, I'm sure they got respect for each other. No bad blood here, really. They know what this is for. They know what the opportunity to get a world championship match in the biggest show of NYW's history in Manhattan Mayhem. I think the question is for sure, are these two men going to go too far? Are they going to go all out, possibly take a lot of their energy away in this quarterfinal match, considering if they get far they have to win 3 matches in order to win this tournament. As now Woods, like I said, we're starting out here, kicked him in the face with a super kick, shooting star press, only got a 1 count, standing style. Now Woods now looking to take advantage here. Lopez, excuse me, looking to take advantage here. As Woods now rolling on the wing, like I said, these two men, oh my goodness, dived right out. Lopez dived right out onto Woods. Woods wanted to get a breather, but that didn't happen. He went for another risk with that splash, but Woods got out the way. And now Woods looking for a dive, and he hits it. Like I said, now we're picking up the pace here between these two men. They're known for their skills, their high-flying ability, and look at that knee strike right off the apron. And again, another, I don't know how many dives it's going to be, just tumbles into him. He caught him, but he didn't hit the full connection. Woods landed thud on the floor. He's still in control though. So the winner of the match faces the winner of the last quarterfinal matchup, Connor Greene and Issiah. Again, that was a suplex on the floor by Lopez, and now he's going off the ropes, and look at that, Hurricane Rana to the floor. Like I said, Woods has had some high caliber matches on mega events. He's defended the Rising Star Championship. He said he faced Cesar Luis on the last mega event, Supreme for the international title. For Lopez, was splash there, shoulders down, only 2. For Lopez, this is his first ever singles match on a mega event, as far as I know. Like I said, his first ever mega event match was the return back in October, and then the second was that Supremacy ladder match. But this is his first singles match on a mega event, so it's a big opportunity for him. I know it was also Jose Blanco's first singles match at a mega event as well, here in NYW. Of course he lost, but he put up a good showing. But Lopez is looking to get to that next step. Now, look at that, oh my goodness, Woods just rolled through and hit a flatliner. Spiking Lopez, there's a single rope moonsault there, into the cover. That's only 2 though. Back and forth matchup between these two men. Like you said, you think they're only in like first or second gear at this point. They definitely can go further, and there's the possibility they might have to get to that length to put the other away here. jawbreaker, went for the super kick. Lopez caught it, rolls through with a dragon screw. Now look at this. Oh, he made me think of Blue Thunder Bomb. He's been using that move a little bit lately. But that was stopped. There's a springboard clothesline by Gabe Woods. Now, what's Woods looking for? He's got control here. Picks him up and slams him down. So this mega event, the first of its kind here in NYW, where a single elimination tournament is culminating with the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals all taking place on the same night. And look at this, that springboard with two knees, right? Cartwheel knee strike. Only got two. First time in NYW history that this is happening. This is when the tournament, we don't have as many matches in between the tournament matches. That was a moonsault, that didn't work. You know, my faculties here. So these two men, like I said, they're gonna go all out. And there, look at this braid buster by Lopez. As Woods went for a moonsault, that didn't work. And now Lopez is up top, and now he's gonna go for a moonsault, and he hits it. Got the cover, hooks the leg there. Could this be the 3 count? Oh, Woods gets the shoulder up there. Like I said, Lopez, he's been around for a little while. He's looking for that next step. And of course, having this high caliber of a matchup on a mega event is certainly a big opportunity. If he can get further in this tournament, that's even more so. Lopez is not going to let him allow that to happen. He's hungry. He wants to get to that next step. He's held championships. He wants more. And now superplex into a Falcon Arrow. An impressive move there by Woods. Off the top rope, and now he's on the top rope. And he hits a splash, a twisting splash. There's a cover there. Could this get the 3 count? No, barely kicks out there with the shoulder up. Except Lopez taking a lot of offense here. And now, oh, he went for a standing shooting star. Knees up there. Big knees onto Lopez. And now rolls through here. Shoulders are down here. No, Woods floats through. Shoulders are down. Only 2. It's a back and forth match this is. Now, again, schoolboy. Shoulders are down again. And again, only 2. Back and forth between these two. And oh, what an open hand chop that was. Open-handed into the Blue Thunder Bomb. Got the cover. Can Lopez get to the semifinals? But no, Woods barely kicks out. A big kick out by Woods here. So these two men not disappointing. 3 for 3 in very physical, very athletic quarterfinal matches. And these two men, like I said, are known for that high-flying style. Now what is this? Look at Lopez on the shoulders, all on the top rope into a Frankensteiner. That was ridiculously impressive by Gabriel Lopez. And now he's got the cover. Can he win and advance here? And Woods kicks out again. Said frustration by Lopez. That was a strong move there. And Woods is certainly on the back foot. Again, look at Lopez tosses him out of the ring. Woods is on dream streak at this point. And now can Woods take advantage here? Lopez take advantage here. He's got him on the ropes here. And oh my goodness, it looked like Lopez was going to dive, and Woods clocked him right in the face to stop that. He stopped that from happening. And oh, wait a minute, Lopez went up to the top to stop whatever Woods was looking for. He saw it coming, dived off, and now he takes advantage and does a kick. Back and forth here with the counters here. Like I said, Woods had eyes in the back of his head to stop Lopez's attack there. There's a kick. There's a twisting splash. We've seen him use that again more often recently. And there's another 2 count. Said Woods maybe looking for that loss in the woods down the line. He's won many matches with that move. Lopez, we had seen him use a 450. He defeated Richard York in the first round with a reverse 450, which is an impressive move. What a DDT. Springboard style. After that arm drag, and now he could get the win here. It's enough to get the 3 count, but no, again, only 2. He's a high-flying athlete in the 450. Could be what is necessary to get a victory here. He's in the corner. Now look at this by Lopez. He's got him up on the top rope here. What's he gonna look for? Now look at this. Oh my goodness! You saw that German suplex. He went for that reverse 450. The all fight 4. Woods had enough energy to get out the way, and then look at that. Springs him off into a drop kick. What a sequence that was. Like I said, he hung on off the German suplex. He went for the reverse 450, but it wasn't enough to... He didn't have enough time, I guess, because Woods somehow was able to get out the way. But now he's back in control here. Look at that. I don't know what to call that. Twisted suplex into a powerbomb. But Woods, like I said, Lopez needs to stay on him here. He's looking for something, and oh my goodness, he got caught off in a powerbomb. He went for a springboard, and he got caught. Now Woods is looking to take advantage. Lost in the woods. He got him. Lost in the woods. Legs are hooked. Shoulders are down. And 3 count. It's over. Woods advances. Big victory for Gabe Woods as he moved on to the semifinals. This was a high-flying contest, an impressive contest. Woods gets the W, and now he's going to go on for the semifinals. And there's only one spot left in that semifinals, and we'll find out in just moments who's going to get that. But right now, a big celebration for Woods with a huge victory. Take nothing away from Gabriel Lopez, but it was Woods. Had a little bit more left in the tank, and now as you see, one spot left in the semifinals. Who's going to take it? The Con Man, Greene, or the YouTube champion, Issiah, one of the most cool men. He's going to fight right now for the final spot in the semifinals for the NEwYorkWrestling tournament. Who will that man be? We'll find out in just moments. Now we're heading right into this last quarterfinal match, and unlike all the other matches tonight, this one has backstory and is pretty personal. Here is the Con Man, current Call All Stars Adrenaline champion. Also held the Call All Stars. He also held NYW Junior Heavyweight Championship as well. NYW Tag Team Championships as well, as many opportunities in many different leagues. Of course, he actually faced, as they are back at Invitation earlier this year. I mean, he did win that match, but he did not leave looking like a winner, because after he got the victory, he decided to attack Issiah after the match. Ice was able to capitalize and hit him with Frostbite to lead him in lane. And that was their last singles encounter against each other. Of course, they had issues in the past with each other. Right after Vindication, there was a Battle Royal, and the winner of the Battle Royal got a title opportunity immediately after. Well, Greene and Ice were both selected to be a part of it, and Ice last eliminated Greene to win the match. And then he went on to beat Matthew Stone to win the YouTube Championship. Greene did not sit well with him. Greene got a victory at the mega event, but it was Ice who won the title, who won the championship before him. Mind you, Ice did eliminate him. It was Greene's own fault, the fact that he did not win that match, win that Battle Royal. Ice took advantage to win it, and now he is the YouTube champion. So he's only had one title event. He defended the championship in the kickoff show of our last mega event. Greene defeated Matthew Stone in a rematch. Supposed to defend the title at the last supercard, but due to doctors not clearing him, he was unable to wrestle. But he's all good to go for this quarterfinal match tonight. YouTube title's not on the line. Gotta mention that. It's not a YouTube championship match. He only defended the first round. Issiah Ice defended the title against Sean Wilder in his first round match. And he defeated Eric Soccer in the second round. Conor Greene, he defeated the GMR in his first round match and defeated Rising Star champion Damian Shelley in the second round. And now here we are with our last quarterfinal matchup. As I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, you see the tape. Issiah Ice, while he's cleared, he's not 100% still. He was attacked at the last mega event by Eric Lusaka. And after that, of course, he went right into the tournament. He was cleared to compete in it, but he didn't have a lot of time to recover. And again, he was attacked again on this last supercard by Conor Greene, considering he tried to get revenge on Eric Lusaka, who had attacked Eddie Nicholson to get some recognition, I would assume. And then Greene came out and assaulted him with a chair right afterwards, knowing that they could potentially face off, considering this was right before the second round. Regardless of that fact, Issiah Ice, like I said, they're back in the ring now. Ice hit a DDT on the floor. Like I said, this is not a catch-as-catch-can match. This is personal between these two men. A spot in the semifinals is at stake, but they also do not like each other. And Ice, like I said, it's not about the Utah title either. As, oh my goodness, he kicked him right in the ribs and then drop kick 2 feet right to the chest. Now look at this, that target. Greene is going to make that a target for him. That chest, those ribs. I said they cannot be 100% still. As Ice has not really let them fully recover. And because of that, Greene is going to take advantage. And there's a knee right to the midsection. Greene, since he's come into NYW, has been an impressive athlete. Also, I mentioned his first night was back at Return. He was the one that directly cost Issiah Ice a chance to become the world champion. The main event of that show was a triple threat match. Look at this aggressiveness. It was a triple threat match. Issiah Ice was challenging along with Tracy, the champion at the time, NYW World Champion Tommy Walker, in a triple threat match. That was the main event of that show. Now, towards the end of the match, the Redemption, Eric and Asio, had actually come out and was brawling on the rampway with Tommy Walker. And in the ring, Greene came out of nowhere, assaulted Ice, hit him with Green Day, and that led to Troy St. winning the World Championship. And the explanation was basically Conor Greene calling Ice a loser, and it never was. Which I don't see that, considering now it's Ice who's the champion. Conor Greene hasn't held the title in NYW yet. Look at that. That was a risk-taking move, coast to coast, while Greene was in the tree of woe position. What a move that was. And now, look at that. Ice immediately goes for a Dragon Rana. What a move that was. He won his first round match with that move, but only 2. So Ice hasn't won his matches in this tournament with his normal finisher, which is the Frostbite, that Dragon Cutter. Look at these kicks, but the last one went too many. Greene kick got out of the way. Now look, seeing the kicks right to the midsection. Now he's gonna open a power bomb, but Ice, like I said, he won with a Dragon Rana. Oh my goodness, he got out of it, but he couldn't capitalize. He got kicked in the head with an Enziguri to defend the YouTube Championship against Sean Wilder. And then he hit a double rotation moonsault to pin Eric Lusaka in the second round. Of course, Greene using Green Day in both his matches to pick up the victory. And look at this. Now he gets the power bomb, and now he rolls him through. Shoulders are down here, but Ice able to kick out. So these two men, while they had a match back at Vindication, like I mentioned, things weren't fully resolved between the two. And you got to think Greene still wants vengeance, considering he got embarrassed after the match and then was eliminated by Ice in a battle royal. And that elimination and victory for Ice led to him winning a championship before Conor Greene did. So you got to think there was some, again, overlying jealousy for Greene. And look at that springboard into a cutter by Ice. Now up to the top rope here, and now, oh, that's how he won his second round match. Double rotation moonsault, got the cover. Can he win and advance to the semifinals? No, Greene kicks out. Like I said, Ice is on fire here, no pun intended. And oh my goodness, he went for a moonsault off the ropes there, but he got out the way to Greene. Con man Conor Greene said he's been nothing but disrespectful to everybody since he came into NYW, Look at that move by just reverse DDT'd him all suplex style. But he's defeated a former rival in GMR in the first round, and then beat Rising Star champion Jimmy Shelley. Both impressive matches. Both these men had pretty impressive second round matches and first round matches, to be fair. Like, when it comes to there, I think they were very even in terms of opponents. Now, got him locked in here. Trapped. That submission hold. Locked in. Can Greene make Issiah tap out here? Like I said, this is the last of the quarterfinal matches. The winner of this match is going to face Gabe in the semifinals, because that will be later tonight. We're going to have two big matches in between the semifinals. That being the #1 contenders match for the women's championship, as well as the tag team championship match. So there's going to be some time to rest between now and the start of the semifinals. Look at this Hurricane Rana now. Oh wait, rolled them through. That's how Greene won his match back at Vindication. And no, only 2. Countering that and rolled them through was how he won the match at Vindication, was for at that event. Now look, I said I don't know how much he has left at this point. Suplexes, and now into a fisherman. And now the cover, hands are clasped here, but Ice only gets, he kicks out. Greene only gets 2. And another kick right to the lower back in the midsection. He is putting a target on that. Now another Hurricane Rana by Issiah. And now Tornado DDT. And now Icicle Spear. Icicle Spear, that's only 2. That was only 2. And on Moonsault, he springboard off the top rope. That did not get the job done. And now he's got a Muda lock. He's got a Muda lock locked in here. Is Greene trying to take advantage of this? Like I said, I don't know if that Icicle Spear was smart, considering it hurt the ribs. But Ice somehow was able to get out of it. Kicked him right in the midsection. Didn't get the full impact there, but he got the full impact there with a Poison Rana. So what a move that was by Ice. He hit the Poison Rana. And now what's he looking for here? He's got him up on the top rope here. Shot right to the face. And now, oh no, he's got him up top here. Oh no, cutter off the top rope. Big time cutter. Rolls him right into the cover. Cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down. Ref is in a position, but he only got 2. It's like Greene, like I said, this match may have made top what they did back in Vindication. And now Greene is up, and he's groggy, and he gets hit with another cutter. The king of the cutters is Ice. They'll hit him from any position, and he hit another one and only got 2. Like I said, this is Ice's first time winning a championship. Of course, was back when he won the YouTube title. It was his first ever championship in NYW. He's still the champion now. But if he wins this tournament, he can get back to try to get the world championship, which it was Connor Greene who cost him in the first place. Now, oh, he went to the outside there. Ice was able to recover quickly, get him off the apron. Get him off the apron here. What's he looking for here? And, oh my goodness, 2 feet right to the jaw. 2 feet right to the jaw. And then does that. Just tilt-a-whirled it. And his back landed right on the midsection there with that somersault. Again, what is it going to take at this point to get a victory for one of these two men? Now Issiah hits a standing cutter. How many cutters has he hit in this match? He hits a standing cutter into the cover, and again only 2. how many near falls in all these matches. This has been a heck of a quarterfinal field. With this final match here in the quarterfinals, like I said, we've had 3 great quarterfinal matches. This one is just as good now. Getting to a 4th great quarterfinal matchup. There's a kick. It wasn't fully there, but he hit the Curry and then he hits a backstabber. What a move that was. Now, like I said, Greene is trying to get control here. Ice, how much does he have left at this point? He's not fully there, and he hits the Nirvana Destroyer. But Greene could not immediately go for a cover. He gets the cover now. This is enough to get the 3, but again, Ice kicked out. Again, what does he have left at this point? Ice is not 100%. Greene is trying to get there. Ice, oh, what a shot right to the knee. Away off the ropes here. And oh my goodness, that was a Greene day, but it was to the back of the head. Ice never saw it coming. Greene did to the back of the head, and that gets the 3 count. Greene advances to the semifinals. What a match this was. At the end it was a Greene day, but it was right to the back of the head. And that got the victory, and now Greene is going to face Gabe in the semifinals. What a match this was. Greene gets more redemption with another victory over, this time, the YouTube champion, Issiah Ice. And now he gets to the semifinals, and our final 4 are complete. Silas is going to take on Nicholson in our first semifinal match. Later tonight, Gabe Woods will face Connor Greene in the other semifinal matchup. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and well, here's a surprise, maybe to you all, but I was told that this man called Knight was coming out here, and he was coming out here to call out Tommy Fenn. What went down in his first round match in the Road to Glory tournament? Colt Knight went 1-on-1 with TJ Nicholson. It was a good matchup, but during the match, Tommy Fenn came out to distract Knight, which led to TJ getting the win. We have not seen or heard from Knight or Fenn since. But I was told that Colt Knight was going to come out here to call him out. Not to talk, but for a fight. We don't know if Fenn is even here. But as you can see, Colt Knight means business. But this all started back when Colt Knight cost Tommy Fenn a shot to become Rising Star Champion back at Vindication. Tommy Fenn faced Sean Wilder, who was the champion at the time, for the title. And Colt Knight came out during the match, assaulted him, which led to him getting counted out of his title shot. Not only that, but because of that attack, he aggravated an old injury and it put him out of action for months. And he wasn't able to compete in the Road to Glory tournament because of it. So it was pretty obvious why Tommy Fenn did what he did, was to get some payback for what this man did to him. Gonna call Colt Knight a hypocrite for getting mad for what Tommy Fenn did. But it doesn't look like... Oh, it doesn't look like...
Just when they think they have the answers, I change the questions.
Doesn't look like Tommy Fenn is going to waste any time. I said no words, ladies and gentlemen. Fenn is here. He's looking for payback.
Now I'm motivated.
I've been told that Fenn is 100% clear to compete. So we should definitely see him in the ring soon for an actual match. But this isn't a match, ladies and gentlemen. No, these two men, like I said, months in the making, and now it looks like they're gonna brawl right here at NYW Glory. Like I said, this isn't a match. This is just a fight, and these two men are fighting it all out here. Look at this fight here. They're just brawling all over the place. These two men, like I said, the hatred between the two, the brawling, the fighting. Like I said, Colt Knight, this all started, like I said, months ago when Colt Knight cost him the Rising Star Championship, cost Tommy Fenn that championship. Now they're brawling on the ramp here. Like I said, these two men, this isn't a match. This is just a fight. It's a fight, it's a brawl. It looks like these two men aren't going to be able to do anything else until they can get their hands in each other and this issue is settled. You gotta think Robert Wall's watching this and realizing that these two men need to get into an actual matchup down the line. But right now they're just fighting, and oh my goodness, knees to the back. They're just brawling here. We need some officials to get how we can stop this, because like I said, this isn't a match. Halting all the proceedings here. So we're getting ready for our next match pretty soon. But right now, these two men just want to get their hands at each other. Now look at this, oh my goodness, Fenn just threw Colt Knight off the stage. These fans certainly happy that Fenn is getting some justification for what happened to him. It's Tommy Fenn now. He's got Colt Knight up here, and oh no, he's got him up here. Looking for Kaioken, and he hits it on that concrete. Sweet revenge. Served on Colt Knight by Tommy Fenn here. No, wait, it doesn't look like Fenn is done here. Oh, Fenn is not done with Knight. Gonna get him another one, another Kaioken on the concrete. Looks like it's Knight who needs some medical attention as Fenn gets a measure of revenge here tonight at Glory. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Now the Tag Team Championships are going to be defended up next. Well, you saw the other half, the third, excuse me, of Eastside and Webborg brawling with Tyler Watson. Those two men have brawled out of the building. They're no longer in the arena here tonight, here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We won't be seeing them again. Because what? Tracy Relic in the black and blue, and Louie Scott in the white and blue are going to defend their tag team titles tonight against the No Fight Republic. Plus, yes, Tyler, Tommy, K, BullDog, Issiah. I'm just busted. I was really saw with that brawl. Pretty cold night. Tommy Fenn. Now we must first to the tag team title match. He said these two men looking to defend their titles tonight. Cinderella story continues. He said they back at Vindication months ago. They became number contenders for the tag team titles and winning a tournament. They then went on to defeat the Redemption to win the tag team titles, especially defending it at Supreme. Been the champions ever since. On the last Supercard, Supercard 24, they defeated the Reeves keep their tag team championships. During the second round of the tournament, we saw these two teams brawling. And they were brawling during Tyler Watson's second round match with Cabrera, which you could argue may have cost Tyler that matchup. But that's it. These two men, they've been on a roll since they appeared alongside Watson in NYW earlier this year. Men undefeated as a tag team. Not only had one match, they also had a 6-man tag team match where they were successful. They defeated Cabrera, the Eddie. But their tag team victory was back at Supreme when they defeated TJ and Eddie in a big tag team. And then it was deemed that they were the number contenders because of that victory. Now they could be on their way to tag team gold if they were to win this match here tonight. Except these two men brawlers, they don't care about fight flying, they just care about hurting people, along with Tyler Watson. They could get their first taste of championship glory here in NYW if they were to defeat the Eastside. But can they do it? Like I said, this is our first non-tournament match. We had 4 fantastic quarterfinal matches throughout the night so far. Now we're taking a break from the tournament for traditional matches. Like I said, the tag team titles here. And then after this matchup, we will determine the number contender for the women's championship before we get into the semifinals of the Road to Glory tournament. But first, we're going to focus on this tag team championship matchup. Tag team titles on the line tonight. Our first non-tournament matchup of the night for the tag team championships. Like I said, can BullDog and Tommy pick up a victory over tag team champions? Like I said, a similar story for these two, along with Webb Morgan. They've been around for a long time. Like I said, since 2018. Never held tag team championship gold despite opportunities in the past. Yeah, but they were successful with their last shot to win the tag team gold. Like I said, they've been champion for a few months now. Been the champions for a few months, and now they're fighting here. So see, back and forth to start off this matchup. And Louie Scott went for a boot, and Peters just chopped out the legs, and that clothesline. Missed the first time, but got it the second time on the back end. You gotta think, he said, despite, oh, what a BullDog. Ironically, on BullDog Peters, but Peters took his eye off the legal man, which has allowed Louie Scott to get back in this matchup. There was a shoulder tackle off the second rope, and he launches him in the atmosphere with that big pounce. Big opportunity here for Louie Scott. Now, takes out Peters in the corner, knees him in the face. I think K's frustrated here in the apron after seeing that. But they've been cool, calm, and collected for the most part. And they said them alongside Tyler Watson have an agenda here. Let's beat people up and win championships. And in their mind, take away the high-flying style because they think it's garbage. They don't think it's professional wrestling. And they said they don't care what championships are around. They're going to get whatever they need through the means that they like in their professional wrestling. A little different than what First Class does. Either way, now we're in control. Tommy K tagged in. That was a huge double team we saw. And he took out Relic on the apron. And now they're isolating Louie Scott, who needs to make a tag. And look at these knees, bare knees. No padding on the back. That one missed. And that allowed for Scott to get a shot in there. Get back control here. In the corner. Tag in to Tracy Relic here as the crowd is on the side of the Eastside. Now, electric chair, blockbuster combination, signature maneuver of the Eastside. Well, look at K. K's getting up from it. Pretty impressive. He's still early on in this matchup. He got up, but he got chopped down by Tracy Relic. Now off the ropes here. Oh, that was stopped. Blocked it. Or went for something. That was blocked. There's a drop kick. You can see on the back of his shirt. No fun, no gimmicks, no high flying, just violence. That's what the No Fight Republic are all about. There was a splash by Relic. Now tagging to Scott. There's a double axe handle off the top here. I mean, it's high flying style here. They're using to their advantage from their opponents, and there's a float over DDT. The Relic's back in here, went for a drop kick. That was swatted away. And now look at that, right to the back, and the club right to the top of the head. K is in control here. He's in control of Relic. But Relic fights right back here. Now, like I said, back and forth between these two men with the Tag Team Championships on the line. Big matchup here. Elbow by Relic. Now off the rope, springboard crossbody. An impressive move. And now, look, big time Uranage. Got the Uranage in into the cover. I think this is the first cover of the match, but that was immediately broken up by Peters. And Relic's not going to take that lightly, knocks him off the apron. No, this might be a mistake here. He's focused on the illegal man. Oh my goodness, a leg drop all the way to the floor. Takes out Peters. And oh my goodness. Like I say, he took his eye off the ball. And K knocked him off the apron. He knocked him off the apron. And oh my goodness, right to the back. Again, no knee pads. K is not wearing any of that. So it just exposed knee onto the back of Relic. And now look at Peters there, mugging him on the outside here. Stomps. Look at these brutal assaults on Relic. Count's getting a little high here. But these two men are assaulting Relic here. Scott maybe wants to get that tag in as Peters comes back in. Now got him hooked up in a German suplex. I said Relic, I think, needs to try to make that tag here because he is not in a good state. And all off the ropes here. What's he looking for? Oh, he went for something, but he got caught in a power slam. That was an impressive move. Peters saw it coming, whatever Relic was looking for. Now backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. Now into the cover. Elbow right in the face with that lateral press here, but that's only two. I think Peters probably didn't think he was going to get it with that. But he certainly wore Relic down with it. Now he's trying to fight back here. He needs to fight back here. Maybe desperation. He rolls him up here. Shoulders are down. Only two. And I don't think Relic may have thought he was going to get that. But he definitely did what he had to do there. Missed that clothesline. No. BullDog got him up here. Powerbomb. Big time powerbomb. Floats in. Through into a Samoan drop. What a move that was. And Louie knew that may have been it. Got in to stop that cover. But immediately gets knocked off the apron. This is not good. Oh, he went for a headbutt. That was stopped. That was stopped at what a German suplex. He just launched him with that. He launched him with it, and he saw the opportunity to make the tag, and he did so. Peters rolled out of the ring, but that open space allowed Relic to make the tag. And now on the outside again, with a fresher man though, is Scott. BullDog though is taking advantage here. Oh, that was stopped. He got caught onto that barricade, and that was suplex on the floor. Eastside here, looking to retain the tag team titles, and oh, look at this. This isn't good. Swanton to the floor. Louie Scott doesn't look like a man of high-flying ability, but he'll pull out the stops when he needs to, and he just did there. Now throws him back of the ring to get the cover to retain the tag team titles. Is this enough? Only 2. What a tag team matches has been so far between these two teams. Of course, earlier tonight we saw a few tag team matches on the kickoff show. So a lot of teams vying for potential opportunities for the tag team titles down the line. These are the 2 top teams, you could say, right now in the division, fighting over the titles. And now Louie Scott, look at these shots right to the midsection. Big shots right to the midsection. And now, oh my, he hits a Uranagi. That was impressive. And now off the ropes here. Big time shots, but no, again Louie Scott overblocked that, but he got the clothesline there. That was a big move. Turning point in this matchup. Cover, cover, only 2, and oh my goodness, look at that. Tommy K came in and immediately cracked Scott right in the face as the cover was kicked out of. Now look at another tag. Big time tag here. Combination of moves and a splash as Relic gets back in. No splash, but only a 2 count there. Now look at this. Oh no, German suplex missed up there. As you can see there, BullDog Peters was able to counter it. And now, oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, off the ropes here. And then a big back suplex. That was impressive. Combination by No Fight Republic here. Said this has been a great tag team matchup with a lot of impressive tag team moves between these 2 teams. They're going all out here. There's a suplex there. And knocks Louie Scott off the apron. Tracy Relic is completely out of it here. What's he looking for here? Oh my goodness, what a double under neck breaker out of the powerbomb position. That was an impressive move. Okay, and again going for more here. Got him up here, went for something. Oh, jawbreaker. Jawbreaker. And then desperation here hits. Big time splash. Makes the tag back to Louie Scott. Now goes K to the floor here. Now what's Scott looking for? Off the ropes. Big tope. Tope con hilo. There by Scott. But now, oh no, on the floor here, Scott drop on the floor. He hit a Scott drop on the floor to K. Do what you gotta do to get the victory here. Back in the ring here. This could be the end. And oh, Peters immediately in the ring to stop that. Peters immediately came in the ring. He knew that could have been the end here. And oh wait, he illegally is in the ring and just plants Scott on his head. And takes out Relic. Louie Scott is out here. This is how they're going to win the tag team titles. No! Louie Scott barely kicked out. Said Louie Scott hit the Scott drop on the floor. We thought that was the end. But BullDog stopped that cover and then planted Louie Scott on his face. But you think he's not 100% still after getting hit by that. Those uppercuts, and now tag in. What's he looking for here? Louie Scott is out on his feet here, and oh, look at this. Oh my goodness! Double team power bomb. Just obliterated Louie Scott. Relic is back up, but he's back down. Cover, into the cover. 2, shoulders it down. 3, it's over. We got new tag team champions. BullDog Peters and Tommy Cam, the No Fight Republic, have just become the tag team champions. Just like that. What a match this was. And that huge double team power bomb. Don't know what they call that, but I call it effective because they got the victory. Just like that, new tag team champions here tonight. What a victory for the No Fight Republic.
I tend to not speak much because, to me, actions speak louder than words. If you don't know who I am, my name is Gabe Woods. I was the first ever NYW Rising Star Champion. I am a former NYW International Champion, but now you will soon call me the 2025 Road to Glory Tournament winner. Gabriel Lopez gave me a fight, but I know I can take down Greene in the semifinals and whoever I meet in the finals. I know, because I have the determination and will to do it. 2025 will be my year to become NYW World Champion.
This is my brutality!
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We're set, ready, and set for our number 1 contenders match. The winner of this match will challenge You'll Be Mine for the Women's Championship at Manhattan Mayhem. And here comes Anna Nightmare. Oh, I mentioned just before this we heard from Gabe Woods. Gave props to Gabriel Lopez, but he did defeat him, and he will be meeting Greene later tonight in the semifinals of the Road to Glory tournament. We only have 4 men left in that tournament. Following this match, the semifinals will start to see who will be the final 2 men or meet in the finals later tonight. But for now, we're going to focus on the women's division. Here comes Anna Nightmare. She defeated Cobra Kane on the last Supercard to get into this number 1 contenders match. Her opponent also had to do the same, defeat an opponent. Not the sheer coward defeated Rosetta. So one of these 2 women will head to fight for the women's championship. Coward. She's been impressive since her debut. She competed in the kickoff show of the last mega event, Supreme. She defeated Trisha West in her debut in an impressive contest. But then she went on to defeat a former women's champion in Rosetta. 2 matches under her belt, undefeated in singles competition. But she's facing another former women's champion in Anna Nightmare, who was a former Empire Women's Champion back in the heyday of that company. She's never held the NYW Women's Championship, of course. We've only had 1 champion. That was crowned back in Vindication when Yumi won the championship. So this is a big test for these 2 women. I said, Anna's had a couple of chances to become the champion and number 1 contender, but she's failed those shots. This could be her last shot for a while if she's unsuccessful. Whereas Rosetta's just getting her NYW, that's a sheer coward, it's just getting her NYW career underway. So a way to kick it off to get a world title opportunity at the biggest show in NYW's history. No, back and forth here. We just started with the kicks and the combination, and it was Natsushiro Kawa that kicked things off with that combination of kicks. And now Anna's fighting back here as she hits a big kick right to the face. And another one. Both of these women versed in striking and submission ability. Anna has some high flying as well. Anna avenging losses to Novocaine with that victory in an impressive fashion on the last supercard. Now look at Shirakawa, these headbutts. Underestimating strength by Shirakawa as she hits 3 headbutts and went for a leg drop, but out of the way was Nightmare. So Anna, like I said, completely focused here. New theme song, new attire. Oh my god, what a kick. Combination of moves here. Anna, she's been stepping up her game lately, that's for sure. Last time she had a shot to become the contender, she lost to Kelly Lawson. That was a few months, that was a few weeks before Supreme, excuse me. She had a very short showing in the actual women's elimination match. That crowned the first champion back in Vindication. What a leg lariat that was by Shirakawa. Well, she's bounced back here with some victories, and now this will be the biggest victory in a little bit for Nightmare if she can defeat young upstart Shirakawa. That's Shirakawa here. Off the apron there with that stun gun. Now off the ropes, and oh my goodness, DDT off the second rope. That was impressive. Continue the offense is Nightmare. Like I said, Yui Mai, she's been given time off. Considering we had the tournament, of course that was on the men's side of the division. Because of that, we hadn't seen Mai in a while. And that may be the advantage considering both these women have been regularly competing, while Mai's had a few months off. There was a Cabrera lock there, but Shirakawa got out of it. Rolls her through here. Shoulders are down, but that's only 2. This is a big opportunity. First mega event match for Shirakawa after just debuting just a few months ago. And it has had lots of experience. There's a Mahistro Cradle, only 2. And it's a lots of mega event experience. Now look at that. Tilt-a-whirl there. She's competed for championships on big shows. Now look at that. Falcon Arrow did the deal into the cover. Shoulders are down here, only 2. Can Anna fight back here? Anna's fighting back. Shirakawa's on the back foot here. Now Shirakawa is in control here, and oh my goodness, a clothesline to the floor. That was dangerous. Shirakawa back in the ring here, got the cover, only 2. Back and forth match, this is gone. Anna's now back in control. She plants her down here now. She's going up to the top rope. Up to the top rope. What is Anna thinking for here? Corkscrew moonsault. But Shirakawa got out of the way here. And now look at this. She's looking for that spinning razor's edge. Plants her with it. Impressive move. But she has to waste time getting her out of the corner, preventing a rope break. There's the cover. Shoulders are down. Only 2. That's the thing about that move. It was an impressive move. She launched Anna into the atmosphere. But she was too close to the ropes, and she had to spend time getting her out of that corner. There's a kick. Anna King comes back with a huge kick right to the face. Lethal strikes here. Now there's a backbreaker and a big clothesline. So what's going to take between these 2 women to try to get a victory here? Oh, snap, man. There's a PK kick right to the face. Now Anna's got her back up here. She's the veteran in this situation, gotta believe. She's taking advantage and throws her off the top rope. That was a brutal landing. Her spine cannot feel good on that. Now she's gonna go for the corkscrew moonsault. Got the distance and she hit it this time. The ref is in a position now, and only 2. Impressive move that was. Cover. Referee got straight into the position, but it wasn't enough to get the 3 count. And now Anna, what's she looking for here? She's got her set up here. She got her in an ankle lock. Ankle lock locked in. Referee right there to ask if Cheryl Cowan wants to give up here. As Anna got the leg hooked in the ankle lock. Great find here. Will she give up here? Nowhere to go. This has been brutal so far. This has been back and forth between these women. Cheryl Cowan's definitely proven herself. Got the ankle and now using a foot to try to break free here. And she was able to do that. But the damage might have been done here. Damage was done. Oh wait, she cut it out. And oh, look at that. Dragon suplex. German combination. She won her last 2 matches with that move. Only 2 though. She won the last 2 matches with that tiger suplex German suplex combination. Oh my goodness. I'm tongue-tied here because everything's gone crazy with this matchup. She went for a swanton to the floor. That was dodged, and there's the Dream Eater. She hit the Dream Eater on the floor. Trying to take advantage. Anna hits Dream Eater. Gets hit with Dream Eater. Shirakawa gets hit with Dream Eater as Anna back in the ring now. And oh, she may be looking for another one. The Hammerlock DDT. Hooked up in Dream Eater. Got it. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down here. And it's over. Anna Nightmare wins. She's the #1 contender. What a match this was. This was back and forth for sure. But it was Anna got the jump and the W. It was just one mistake that Anna capitalized on for her to hit 2 Dream Eaters, one in the outside, one in the ring. And that was the end. It is Anna Nightmare getting another shot to become women's champion. She will face Yumi Mai at Manhattan Mayhem for the women's championship. What a victory for Anna Nightmare. The other thing, somewhere is watching, as she now knows her next contender. Oh, wait a second. Well, she's going to do more than just be watching. She's here, and she's going to confront her new #1 contender. Here comes Yumi Mai, the women's champion. Didn't know she was even in the building tonight, but here she is looking to confront her next challenger. It's been impressive since she won the championship. Had defenses against Novocaine, and then at Supreme defeating Kelly Lawson with a big victory there. And now her next challenge is going to be Anna Nightmare at Manhattan Mayhem. And now here she is confronting her next challenger, as Anna is in the ring here. And oh my goodness, whoa, I clocked her right with the belt. Oh my goodness, Yumi Mai came in right in the ring, and I guess we thought it was just a confrontation, but then clocked her right in the face with the championship and throws her right out of the ring. Well, looks like Mai has nothing short of confidence here, that she just upshined the woman who just won her way to a championship match. And just like that, she leaves. Yumi Mai making a statement here with her return.
Searching through my reasons to fight the tide again. The only thing that works for me is feeling that I can. I fell for something beautiful that turned into a lie. I gave my everything to you. You left me here to die. Welcome to the end. It's all about to go down. And I know now we won't be living here the same. Living in the past.
Forgive me as I'm recovering from my match. But the Milk Cabrera is a little disappointed. Still the pure champion. Still doing his best to put on the best performances he can have in NYW. The problem is that I lost. I made it to the quarterfinals of the NYW Glory tournament. The world title is still something that eludes me, and I got distracted and took my eye off the ball. Silas is a hell of an athlete. He definitely plays dirty, and he used that turnbuckle to his advantage, and he got me. And won't make an excuse. He got the job done. He did it. But there's a man, there's two men that directly could have played a role, and that was Tyler Watson and Webb Morgan and their brawl. And I was caught up in that, and I didn't finish more when I could have, and I lost. And I'll own up to that, but I'm not finished. Pure champion, and clearly Watson's not done with me after I beat him twice, and Morgan wants a piece of Watson. So I talked to Robert Wall, and on this upcoming NYW Live, it's going to be a triple threat match for the Pure Championship in the main event. Myself, I'll defend the title against Webb Morgan and Tyler Watson. So boys, be ready, because the miracle is always ready.
We just heard from my brother Milkout Cabrera. What a huge match made for the next NYW Live. But now we're shifting focus back to the NYW Glory tournament, the semifinal. We're going to kick that off right now. Silas and Eddie Nicholson, as well as Gabe and Connor Greene, who started with 32, they're down to 4. First semifinal match is coming up right now. Silas one-on-one with Eddie Nicholson. What a match. It's going to come up. Here comes the leader of First Class, Silas Moore. This man, we saw, as we just heard from Al, defeated Al Cabrera earlier tonight, using an exposed turnbuckle to his advantage to do so. We also have to mention he sustained an injury, and that bought him some time, as I was distracted with that brawl between Webb Morgan and Tyler Watson. Because of that fact, he is here. He's had lots of time to recover, considering he was the first match of the night. I think does he have it more in the tank than Eddie does, and he had a pretty hard-fought match against Blanco in his quarterfinals. If Moore could have a victory, look at the caliber of men he defeated in the last 2 matches. He would have defeated TJ, Al, and Eddie. But like I said, I don't think Eddie is going to let that finish down. Or he's a confident man. Not going to let any fatigue show in his face if he does have any nagging damage from the last matchup. But this is certainly a star-making performance for him, considering his debut in NYW was only at the end of last year. Here he is, close to potentially main eventing Manhattan Mayhem if he could get through the rest of his tournament. Certainly had some of his biggest victories to date in this tournament. I already mentioned TJ and Al in the last 2 rounds. win or lose here, or if he were to get further into the finals, he certainly made a name for himself, proven that he's in the top athlete star. I think his ego is not going to want to get there. He's going to want to get the whole thing. In order to do that, he's got to face a veteran in Eddie Nicholson to get to the finals. What a way Eddie has gone to this finals as well. I mentioned already, he defeated Jacob Baker in his first match, defeated Tommy Walker in the second round in an impressive contest, and earlier tonight defeating Jose Blanco in the quarterfinals. Big opportunity for Eddie to get further. He's a former pure champion. He's held that championship here in NYW. But he's never had an opportunity at the World Championship. He's just 2 wins away from doing that if he can get further. Of course, after this matchup, more have the other semifinals being Greene and Gabe Woods. We're starting off this matchup, big semifinal matchup, first of 2 semifinals here tonight. Oh my goodness, went for something, got caught in a huge power bomb by Silas. Eddie's down, and an immediate knee shot, and he's immediately busted open. Eddie, this can't be good considering the fatigue. Like I said, both these men are going to be carrying the fatigue from their previous matches. There was a good amount of time between their matches and this one. But that doesn't mean all the fatigue has gone away. There's a gut buster there now. Standing shooting star press, but a second one. Moore gets the knees up. Moore got the knees up on that. Now, look at these shots here. These shots here by Eddie onto Eddie. This will not be good. Moore is proud of himself. Look at the assault he's been doing. You know, there's a kick right there. Eddie is busted open right above the eye there. Single leg drop kick to take back the advantage here. Takes back the advantage off the ropes here. Now look, a kick and a shot right to the midsection. Now Eddie is on the top rope here. Oh, he went for a moonsault. Moore got out of the way and kicked him right in the face. Now he's in control, wrist clutched into a clothesline. So Moore offense is not pretty, but it's effective. And he's more of a high flyer, and he's looking to ground that flyer. That's a scoop slam. Simple and effective move by Moore. Now into the corner, and Moore went for something, 2 feet right to the face. Off the ropes, springs into a DDT. Moore could be on a dream streak after that. Now Eddie's got him hooked up here. Hits a standing sliced bread. That was impressive. Shoulders are down here. Only 2 though. Now look at that. Went for that moonsault. Didn't get anything out of it. Neck breaker by Moore. I think this is Greene and Gabe Woods are watching this matchup, considering one of those 2 men will be facing the winner of this matchup. That was a suplex into a neck breaker, an impressive move. And again, Moore is in control here with another strike. He's grounding Eddie. And that's probably the best way for him to get a victory in this match. And look at these knee strikes. Now what's this? Eddie is not all there right now. What a neck breaker move that was. Torture rack neck breaker combination into the cover by Moore. Eddie kicks out. He kicks out there, but now he's got him up in a cutter. Springboard style into a cutter. Off the second rope here. Looking for another cutter. 2 big cutters by Nicholson. Now he's got him in the corner here. What's Eddie gonna look for here? Said he's an impressive athlete. He's had a lot of good performances here in NYW. This could be his biggest performance here. Reverse DDT. And then a second one off the top. And now he's got him stacked here. The legs are hooked here. Could this get the 3 count? No. So close. Moore was just a second away from losing this matchup. But Eddie's now going to look for the shooting star press, and he hits it. He hits it, but the force, he couldn't immediately go for the cover. Oh, wait, but he's not going for the cover. He's going for a second one. 2 shooting star presses. No, wait. He's not done. Don't tell me he's going to look for 3 of them. 3 shooting star presses in a row. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. But this could get the 3 count for Eddie. Oh my goodness, that was 2.9. That was so close. I've never seen that before in my life. Eddie Nicholson hit 3 shooting star presses in a row. But it wasn't enough to get the 3 count. And oh, he went for that knee strike. We saw him hit that on Blanco in the last match. And he got spiked on his face. Can Moore get the 3 count off of that? Shoulders are down here. No, it's so close. Eddie barely got the shoulder up. But it was only a 2 count. Now look at this. Look at the speed. Despite the fatigue of earlier, he goes right into a gutbuster. Just Moore. It's been a back and forth matchup. Now, what is this? Moore. Oh, he may be looking for something, but Eddie stopped that immediately. Maybe looking for a figure 4. Either way, he got out of it. And there's a stop. Oh my goodness. Turned him inside out with it. What a move that was. And he's fighting for his life here. Standing. Oh, what a move that was. Hit that flip bottom. And oh my goodness me, he went for a dive and didn't work, and he got clocked right in the face. And there's another one. Silas Moore just punched him right in the face. Silas Moore's lights have been dimmed here. Oh, he went for a, like I said, Eddie's lights have been dimmed, but that was blocked. Oh, he rolled him up here. I think maybe a little desperation from Eddie to do that, but he only got a 2 count. But like I said, Eddie just doing what he has to do to try to win this and get to the finals. And there's Icarus. Icarus connects. Shoulders are down here. Is this enough? No. Again, Moore kicks out. Barely, but Moore still has the fight left. Like I said, what is either of these men going to have left for the finals? At this point, this has been a competitive tournament. Eddie knocks Moore off the apron to the floor. No, I don't know if this is wise to do this high-flying offense so late in this match. Oh, went for a crossbody. He got caught. Moore just caught him. Moore just caught him in mid-air. And what's this? Oh my goodness. He just powerbombed him and his head hit the back of the apron. That was a ridiculous move. Eddie is maybe a dream streak, and he just threw him into the steps. He just threw him into the steps. Moore breaks the count. He breaks the count. And again, wait, he's off the road. Again, a second time onto the steps. Eddie is... I don't know if Eddie can continue after that. The back of his head and now the front of his head has been hitting, and he hits the steps again. Moore is just relentless at this point. This has just been a vicious assault by Moore. And he hits him again. What is this, 4 times? 4 times the top of the front of Eddie's face hit the steps. Eddie is completely out of it at this point. I don't even know how he can get up. But he's going to get up. He's going to get hit with the final lesson. Final lesson. Connects. Shoulders are down here. 2, 3, it's over. Moore is going to the finals. What a victory. Silas Moore is going to the finals of the Road to Glory tournament. This was such an aggressive match. No exposed turnbuckle was used, but Moore used the steel steps underhandedly to get position for the final lesson and picked up the victory, and he's going to the finals. And now, as you can see, Silas Moore just picked up the victory to get to the semifinals.
Too much is not enough.
And there's only one more semifinal to go. Gabe Woods is going to take on Greene. The winner of that will face Silas Moore in the finals later tonight in the main event. And the winner of that will become the next challenger for the NYW World Championship. What a tournament. We started with 32. After this next matchup, there will only be 8. Who will it be? Will it be Gabe Woods or will it be the con man, Greene? We're going to find out in just minutes, ladies and gentlemen. What a tournament this has been so far. As we are set now for the first of our 2 semifinal matches in the NYW Glory tournament. Here comes Gabe Woods. Here's the man, Gabe Woods. He earlier tonight defeated Gabriel Lopez in what was a great matchup. A very high-flying contest, and now he's looking to face a man got a little bit more experience than he does. That's Greene. Of course, Greene is the current All-Stars Adrenaline champion. He's held many championships across various promotions. Woods being the first ever Rising Star champion I mentioned earlier tonight, and having also held the International Championship, he's looking for the ticket to the top to potentially challenge that world champion. He's 2 wins away from doing that. Heard him earlier tonight say that he's able to persevere, he's able to get to that next step. He knows he can, and he believes in himself. The question is, can he do it? He said if he wants to do that, he's got to get 2 more wins. He's got to defeat Greene. He's got to defeat Silas Moore, who already advanced to the finals. And we had Silas Moore. He defeated Nicholson just a few minutes ago to advance to the finals. Use some steel steps. You say what you want, but it wasn't against the rules. Now we're going to find out who's facing him in the finals. Mentioned many times tonight, we started with 32 men. That field was knocked down to 16, knocked down to 8. Now there are only 3 men remaining in the tournament. Silas Moore has already punched his ticket to the finals. We're going to find out the other man between these 2 men right now. Greene defeated Issiah earlier tonight to punch his ticket to the semifinal matchup. The question is, who has more left in the tank? We've already seen the Tag Team Championships change hands. No Fight Republic winning the Tag Team Championships. We also had a new number 1 contender crown for the women's title, and a Nightmare defeating Natsuko Power. We have 2 more big matches. We have the World Championship and the North American title still to come. Troy Sink defending against Ice Steel, and a big triple threat steel cage match. Graham is going to defend the North American title against Tyson Gore, and Ryan Evans, the Supremacy briefcase holder. One of these 2 men is going to punch the ticket to the finals that will take place at the end of the night. And the question really is, who has more left in the tank at this point? Both men had very competitive quarterfinal matches that took place earlier tonight. Now I bet we're starting off in a back and forth to kick off this matchup. Now look at this. Look at Greene. Oh, just stopping on the face. Disrespectful by Connor Greene. Like I said, he's an aggressive man. I've called him the con man. So how he got into NYW, as I mentioned, costing Issiah Ice a shot to become world champion. Defeated him twice. You gotta think maybe he'd be thinking about a shot at the YouTube title in the back of his head later down the line. But right now he's focused on winning this tournament and potentially challenging for the world championship. That drop kick was swatted off, and now Woods springs off the ropes and hits a big kick right to the face. There was a moonsault there. Off the rope style. There's the first cover of the matchup. There's a 2 count. Remember, in almost circumstances that could have been a 1 count, but they both had fatigue. They had matches earlier tonight. There was time between them. Oh my god, what a drop kick. 2 feet right to the chest. There was time between them. Between their matches and now, but regardless of that point, it seems like they're still moving at a pretty competitive pace, in my opinion. Oh wait, Woods counters out and hits a kick right to the face. Our standing shooting star presses coming up and her knees up right there. Her knees right to the midsection, and now look at this, what a shot. Connor Greene, forearm shot into the corner. What a chop that was. Now he's got him in the corner now, weighing him down here with got the arm hooked. Now what is this? He's got him in the corner here. And oh, what a shot. I think he hit him right in the elbow. That was an aggressive shot there. And a springboard, oh, what a clothesline. Just floats through the air to hit that clothesline. Now what's he doing? He's got him on the top rope here. Like the offense here. Connor Greene controlling the pace of this matchup. And now look at this. Oh, he's got him up there. He's got him up there high. Oh, Woods able to get out of it and fight off the turnbuckle. And oh, what a kick right to the face. Connor Greene's nose might be broken after that. He hit that super kick and then twisting splash we saw earlier, but he's not going to go for the cover. He's looking to stack the offense. Twisting splash by Gabe Woods. Get to the cover now to win and advance to the finals. No, only 2. So close for Gabe Woods here. Like I said, this could be a dream come true if he could get to the finals. It would be straight to the top for Woods potentially. Springboard drop kick by Greene. Big move there, springboard drop kick. And now Greene is looking to continue the offense here. He's got him up here, power bomb, power bomb. Big time power bomb, spikes Woods on the mat, and he hits a second one. 2 power bombs in a row there, and now he's going to continue. Oh, not a third one, and he stacks it. That could be the end. Greene's going to the finals. No, 3 straight power bombs. Plant Woods on the canvas, and now frog splash. Big time frog splash. Is this enough to get the 3 count? It's not. So close. Greene is continuing the offense here. He's continuing to stay in control. As he's got these suplexes. Now, just like we saw earlier, fisherman, and he keeps it with the bridge. He's got the hands clasped. Can this get the 3 count to advance to the finals? And no, Woods again kicks out. Woods showing his resiliency here. But Greene is in complete control. He's been in complete control the last few minutes. Woods able to get out of that. Spring off into a drop kick. That was out of nowhere. Impressive by Woods to get that move in. And now he's in control now. Like I said, the winner of this match meets Silas more in the finals. I can't stress enough the importance of this matchup. Oh, he went for a Hurricane Rana. Greene rolled. Greene stopped that. He was able to roll out the ring though. Was Woods, but no, looks like he was playing possum there. He went for a splash, got nothing. Did Greene, he went for a splash and he got nothing. High flying moves are not paying off for either of these men. At this point, I don't know if it's a good idea to keep doing them. And oh my goodness. He went for a drop kick. Oh, missile drop kick to the floor. I think his face might have caught the apron. Woods hit a rolling flatliner. That was a baseball slide. Someone actually hit that baseball slide to the back, and there's a splash to the back. At this point in the match, them doing all this high flying may not be the smartest idea, but they're doing what they gotta do. Now Woods is gonna stay in control here. Springboard. Oh my goodness, what a Hurricane Rana that was. That was out of nowhere. West Coast pop, if you will. This could get the 3 count. It's not. Not enough. It was close, but it was no cigar for Gabe Woods. He has a drop kick, 2 feet right to the face. Woods has certainly shown himself. He's proven how good he can be here. And the man wants to end this, and oh, he went for the knees. That corkscrew knee. Greene had it scouted, got out the way. There's a tiger suplex. The shoulders are down here. Woods might have his feet on the rope, but the ref didn't see it. Regardless, there was a 2 count. Greene is keeping control here. He said he doesn't want to see this opportunity slip through his fingers. Wolfman on 3 matches to get to this point. Now look, there's the Nirvana Destroyer. He hit that earlier, and it set up Green Day. Again, he couldn't immediately go for the cover. Shoulders are down here. Is this enough? And no, only 2. Again, only 2. Greene is looking for it. He may be looking for Green Day. Or the standard version of that new variation we saw earlier, right to the back of the head. Woods blocked the kick. But Greene fought back, and there's a standing Spanish fly. Big time standing Spanish fly to stop that. No, but again, Greene comes right back. He comes right back with a jawbreaker. Shot to the knee. And look at that, into a German suplex. That was an athletic move. The Woods wisely rolling to the corner to try to get some separation. But he wasn't going to get any drop kick right to the face. Now Greene looking for more to try to put this away here. Woods, I don't know how much he has left at this point. For the Enziguri, that was stopped. Stopped that Enziguri, got out of the way. Now what's he doing here? Oh, what a kick right to the side of the head. That could have been a knockout shot. Woods is up to the top rope here. Woods walks the tight rope and hits an elbow. That was an impressive move, that was. He's got the cover, hooks the leg. Woods advanced to the finals. No, kicked out. You saw Greene's hand also got through the ropes on the kick out. Regardless of that, it was only 2. Maybe looking for the loss in the woods. This is Jawbreaker. Block that punch. Now he's got him hooked up here. Got him all hooked up at a gourd buster. Big time gourd buster by Greene. He's again, I don't know how much either man has left at this point. It could be the end here. No, he's looking for something. Like another suplex. That was blocked. That was blocked. Oh, he blocked that. Got out the way. Oh, he went for something. Swatted it. Went to drop kick, swatted it. And now he's got him hooked up here. Lost in the woods. He got it. He was looking for it. He hit it. Shoulders are down. And it's over. Woods advances. Gabe Woods is going to the finals. What a match this was, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth. Both these men put their all in to try to get to the finals. But Woods just had a little left in the tank. Able to evade the drop kick. Hit and lost in the woods. Gets the 3 count. And what a final. I don't know if anybody predicted this. It will be Silas versus Gabe Woods in the finals of the Road to Glory tournament later tonight. One of these men will get a guaranteed world title shot at Manhattan Mayhem. Woods celebrates a big victory as he prepares for his final match later tonight. You can see now, he started with 32. There is only 2 men remaining. Later tonight is the finals. Silas Moore versus Gabe Woods. One of these 2 men become the winner of the first ever NYW Glory. Back, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes Ice Steel. He made his return to NYW, the last supercard, defeating James Needham to earn this shot for the number 1 contendership, and he will be challenging Corey Saint for the world title. He's also a former NYW North American champion. We had not seen him since before the hiatus. The last time we saw him, he actually lost his rematch for the North American title against the man who at the time had beat him for it, which was Silas. But he is back, and he is looking for the World Championship in his clutches. Of course, he has a Cult All-Stars Championship match in the future, co-winning with James Needham. But tonight he's looking to become the World Champion. If he wins this match, he'll go on to main event. Biggest show of the year, Manhattan Mayhem, against one of the 2 men that are in the finals later tonight, either Silas Moore or Gabe Woods. First time matchup we're seeing tonight between these 2 men. Troy Sent's been the champion since October of last year. His reign could end here against a formidable challenger. We await the champion. Champion Troy State is here. Now, a lot of people question his integrity and his facility, considering his very few defenses of that championship. His last defense was in an open challenge that took place at Greene, defeating the GMR, who's returning to NYW. Now here he's facing another man that just recently returned as well, Issiah Steel. So his compatriots in the Redemption, Eric and Azriel, they've been sort of busy and neutralized, and they've been dealing with Tommy Walker as of late. I don't think Troy Sent's too happy about the fact that he doesn't have the backup he wants. Also, that fact he's on his own tonight. He wants to main event Manhattan Mayhem. He's got to get through. Issiah Steel, man of immense striking ability and prowess. This is going to be his biggest test today in terms of challenger. He won the world title. He get through. Man of the caliber of Issiah Steel. Find out right now. The big thing is the winner of this match, as I mentioned already, is going to be the world champion going into Manhattan Mayhem. Fine, there are no other title defenses between now and then. But it almost guarantees that the winner of this match is going to face the winner of the finals later tonight.
Weighing in at 265 pounds, the Superstar! And his opponent from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, weighing in at 249 pounds, the Action Champion, Troy the Saint.
It's all about the World Championship, which is going to be defended in just moments, ladies and gentlemen. Question is, can Issiah Steel do it and become the world champion here in NYW for the first time? This has only been 2 world champions in NYW's history. Tommy Walker and, of course, Troy Saint. Troy Saint immediately balls out of the ring. To get a breather here. Steel tells him to come out here, come back in the ring. Steel cannot win the championship on a count out or disqualification. He's got to pin the champion to win the title. No, look at this. He got cocky. Steel caught him and face first into the mat. Face first into the mat, a club. Like I said, Steel is not playing games here. He wants to be a world champion. And Saint tried to play mind games, and Steel would not fall for it. With these shots here. No, oh, look at that. Athleticism there to get out of that. And just the hands. Easy for me to say. Just threw his whole body at him, and look at that. He just cranked the neck. And look, I think he did an elbow with those spiked pads. Those spiked elbow pads. Gotta look out for that. And this went for a senton a second time, got knees up. Now Steel comes in, and what a boot right to the face. He just obliterated him with that foot to the face. And there's another one. Like I said, Issiah Steel is an aggressive athlete, and he hits that Saito suplex he tried to go for earlier. And this could be a chance for him to become world champion here. Off the ropes. Saint blocks it. Shots to the face. Got him up here in a suplex position, and hits and knees him right in the face. He knees him right in the face, and now he's trying to wear down the big man, going to the legs here. And Troy Saint, he's been impressive. Say what you want about him, his integrity. He's held the championship for several months. He went for a senton again. That did not work. Neck breaker. Said he won the title back in October of last year. At this point, it's been nearly 7 months since he's held the championship. There's an exploder suplex there. Since that time, we've only had 2 men that won championships on that night that have still held the title. That is Troy and Cabrera, both having held the title since return in October of last year. There's a shot right to the throat. Troy Saint is nothing but aggressive. He will play dirty if he needs to. Now look at that. T-bone style suplex there by Steel. And Saint is again wearing down Issiah Steel with his offense. But what's it going to take at this point? And Troy went for something, but still fought back. He's looking for something, still fought back here. Headlock takedown there. Now look at this. Twisting. Full Nelson slam there. Signature move of Steel into the cover. Into the cover, only 2. Almost had a new world champion right there. Again, look at this. What is Steel looking for? Oh, he got him hooked up, but look at that. Just snatched him right into a sleeper hold. Try to put away the world champion. Try to put him to sleep. Got it locked in here. Can Saint get out of it? He's got him hooked up here. Got him hooked up here. Oh, that's an elbow. That might have been with the spiked pad that caught Saint. That Saint caught Steel with. Now he's got him hooked up here in that reverse DDT, a signature move of Steel. Got the cover, hooks the leg. Is this enough to get the 3 count? No, barely. Steel is fighting back though. Steel's fighting back here. No, look at that. What a toss there. Tossed him so hard, he rolled out of the ring. That was a rise move by Saint to roll out of the ring here. Now Steel off the ropes, and there's a flying forearm. Rolls right off the apron. Get an impressive move by Steel. Now elbows. Saint got out of that. Now neckbreaker combination there on the floor. They're on the outside here. Referee telling them to get back in the ring. Saint obliges to that. Obliges to that, but he's looking for something here. Trying to get trying to set up that victory. Trying to get maybe the rite of passage. Oh, there's a forearm. Look at the chop. The shots here. Troy coming back here. And another shot. That was a overhand uppercut there. They're just fighting back and forth here, but Steel's in control. Now look at these forearms in the corner. I think one of those shots may have busted open Troy Saint. And Steel is fighting. Look at these clotheslines. Repeated clotheslines into a back suplex. He is just weighing down Troy Saint here. It could only be a matter of time before we have a new world champion. Let's look at these sentons. Repeated sentons. And now into the cover. This is going to be the end, and it's not. Troy Saint barely kicked out of all that offense. But again, it was so close for Steel to potentially become the world champion here. Troy Saint gets up again and gets hit with another splash. Oh, one too many sentons. He finally got back into it. And right of nowhere, rite of passage. One mistake was all Troy Saint needed. Is he going to retain the world championship? No. He hit the rite of passage, but Steel was able to kick out. Like I said, he's had a lot of offense done to him. And that maybe could contribute to the fact that Steel was able to have enough strength to kick out here. Oh wait, he's got him hooked up in a pile driver. What a pile driver that was. And now he's going to go for the cover. To retain. Steel was able to get his foot on the rope. Didn't have enough energy to kick out there. He just he got hit with a rite of passage, mind you, just a few minutes ago. Then a pile driver. That's a lot of offense to get hit with one after the other. Now Steel gets tossed to the outside of the ring. Back and forth, this match has been a competitive match for the World Championship. And these two men is going to potentially defend that championship at Manhattan Mayhem. And now there's Steel. He's in control. He's in control. Wait a minute. We're on the outside there. But look at this. That's Azriel. Azriel and Tommy Walker fighting it out. Excuse me, Eric and Tommy Walker. It's hard to tell the difference between the two. But they're fighting in the back here. Walker, like I said, is not done with the redemption. And they're fighting in the parking lot. And this is reminiscent of when he fought Eric a few weeks ago in the parking lot. Now he's fighting Azriel. Now near that ambulance, they're just brawling. Meanwhile, we're having the fight on the outside here. They're still battling back and forth. They still broke the count, but they're still on the outside. Steele continued to do the offense here. Meanwhile, we're getting to this brawl, and oh my goodness, what just happened? Cut from that. That's Jose Blanco, and he's assaulting Justin Hernandez. These two men to second round, like I mentioned earlier. And it was Jose actually assaulted Dante for the last Supercard. And now he's assaulting Justin. We're in the middle of this match, this World Championship match. A lot of stuff is happening in the back here. Blanco just assaulted Justin in the back. Not sure why, but he did. Blanco's pleased with himself. Now we're cutting back to this brawl. Again, Steele like he's broken the count. As I mentioned, been on the outside a few minutes, but now because of that, we're cutting to this. This brawl is continuing to happen in the parking lot between Isaiah Steele and Tommy Walker. Tommy Walker and Azrael, excuse me. Just so tongue-tied with everything going on. They're fighting by this car that is not my car. I don't know whose car this is. But they're fighting here. Azrael just continues to toss them into this car. It's just brawling everywhere here. This issue. Meanwhile, what was that? What just happened? That brawl was happening in the ring. I saw somebody coming down the ring, but I couldn't tell who it was, and it distracted. It was very brief. Distracted. They steal. Oh my goodness! The count is back up again. Troy Saint took advantage, tossed him in the ring post. Hit that power bomb. Electric chair power bomb. There's a right to passage on the floor. Remember, I saw somebody very briefly, and that distraction. And oh no! Don't tell me this is how he's going to retain the title by count out. We saw all this happening on the outside. They still kept breaking the count. The count got high again. I saw somebody briefly. It distracted Isaiah Steele. I was so focused on the brawling, I did not see that whoever that was come out. Steele was focused on him, wasn't focused on the count. Troy Saint is retaining the World Championship, but what a crock of a way to do it. But oh look, wait a second. That's James Needham. That was James Needham. I saw him for a second, I didn't know who it was. And he's got a barbed wire baseball bat, and he's attacking Isaiah Steele with it. He indirectly just cost Isaiah Steele the World Championship. But he's assaulting him with a barbed wire baseball bat. What is this about? James Needham, he defeated him to become the number one contender. Is that why? Is that why he's attacking him? And oh my goodness, the power driver on that Steele. James Needham may have just cost Steele his shot at a World Championship opportunity. And he picked this spot to do it. As he walks away. Back, ladies and gentlemen. In my estimation, that was certainly a low way to retain the World Championship. I don't think Troy Saint cares. And the actions of James Needham assaulting Isaiah Steele very much so being a part of the reason why he is not the world champion right now. We have to shift focus now. Semi-main event of the night. The North American Championship is on the line inside a steel cage. This is Tyson Gore. This man made his debut in NYW after NYW returned. He confronted the champion at the time, the North American champion, Ryan Evans. They faced off at Vindication. And on that night, in his first match in the company, he won the North American title. He then, on the same night, was assaulted by Grimm, who made his return after a long absence here in NYW. They then met for the North American Championship at Supreme, and it was Grimm who won the championship, winning his first championship in NYW in a back-and-forth match between those two men. And on that same night, Ryan Evans took it upon himself to assault both men after that match. And then he went on to the main event to win the Supremacy Ladder match and win that briefcase. It guarantees him a title shot anytime he wants. Regardless of that fact, he's not using that tonight, obviously. He's a former champion, so he's looking at the rematch clause for the North American title. But that attack is what led to this match. And because of the attack, Gore and Grimm could not compete in the Road to Glory tournament. Evans was banned for the tournament because of his actions. And so Wall made this triple threat match to settle the issues between these three men and made it inside a steel cage. Said this is the first time I believe we're gonna have three men that have all held that same title battling over it. The last three North American champions are all in this matchup. Ryan Evans, he's got that briefcase, coming out with the briefcase for the first time since winning it back at Supreme. We haven't seen him at all since Supreme. Mentioned he was banned from the tournament. He did not appear on Supercard 24 in any shape or form. Because he knew that Grimm and Gore were medically cleared and they were in the main event in a 6-man tag. But he didn't want them to be in the same building as them. Regardless of that fact, he's got a chance to become North American champion again, be the first ever two-time North American champion. Gore as well. Evans came into this era, new era, as the champion. He had won the title on the last mega event before the return. That was NYW War. He successfully defeated Helenis for the championship and kept it up until Vindication, as I mentioned before, defeated him for it. Gore's reign did not last long, and only about a month. He was able to have a successful title defense. For Evans, he probably just thinks that in his mind, Tyson Gore was overrated, did not deserve the hype that he had coming into the company. I'll show what his thoughts are on this man. Monster, whatever you want to call him, the dangerous Grimm. Monster won his first ever singles championship here in NYW. Back at Supreme, he defeated Tyson Gore in a competitive contest. Probably a match we didn't expect between those two, but he won his first championship. We mentioned many times those two have history outside of wrestling that hasn't been really fully explored. What we know is they don't like each other. That's for sure. Grimm, this is his first defense of the championship since he won it back at Supreme. Like I mentioned, he wasn't medically cleared to be able to compete in the Road to Glory tournament, so he did not defend the championship in the tournament. I think he's not maybe happy about that, considering he's had opportunities at the World Championship. That was taken away from him long before. I think that both of those men have a vendetta against Ryan Evans. And they don't like each other, but they certainly don't like Evans. Well, I don't know exactly what Evans thinks of Grimm, I know he did assault him and had no issue assaulting him after that. He won the North American Championship. So you gotta think that certainly doesn't sit well with this man. I doubt he has a conscience. He certainly can hold a grudge, that's for sure. Don't let his appearance fool you. This man has a lot of skills. Again, I call him a man, but he's maybe not that close to one. He's more of a monster. Doesn't talk much, doesn't say much. Lets his actions speak for himself. Now, I said, before we get to the main event and who's going to win the Road to Glory tournament, we have this match for North American title inside of a steel cage. Pinfall submission or escape the cage. But I have a strong feeling that Tyson Gore and Grimm are not going to want to do that. Evans, on the other hand, I wouldn't put it past him to try to do that. But I'm not sure. I don't even know if he's going to have the chance to, considering he's in the ring with two monsters. Mind you, Evans didn't have a choice in this. He was put in this match by Robert Wall. He didn't have a choice. I don't think he would be in this match if he had a choice. As these three men all staring each other down. One of these men will be the North American champion going into Manhattan Mayhem. Evans is watching back here. Now the match is starting up here. These two men are brawling. Grimm and Gore. I think Evans, he's motioning to get for the ref to open the door while they're fighting. Referee's having trouble with it, but Evans is telling, open the door. And well, I don't think he's going to have that chance now. Gore had the eyes in the back of his head to stop that. He got him here in a shoulder tackle. Grimm comes in and chop blocks him from behind. Said there's going to be no friends here. None of these men have any love lost for each other at this point. Evans is going to try to Evans just going to try to climb out here, but I don't know how smart that is. Grimm and Gore are up. Grimm and Gore are up here. And well, the involuntary teamwork, I think. There's a power bomb. Considering, oh, what a shoulder tackle there. Like, I think, maybe not intentionally, but they probably want to get Evans out the way here, considering they want to just have it between each other. So they're taking their aggression out on Evans. Again, I don't think this is teamwork, as you see. Now they're fighting each other. They just want to get Evans out the way. Now Grimm is in control here. What a headbutt. Vicious headbutt. And now, who does Grimm want to go after? He's going after Evans. Throws him in the corner. And then throws him in the corner, and then immediately attacking both men. Grimm is he's dominating both men at the same time. No, not a choke slam. He's got Evans. Evans, I don't think has been on the gate at this point. He just got nailed with a choke slam. Got obliterated with that. Now Grimm is going after Gore. Now there's a spine buster. Grimm hits a spine buster. Gets hit with a spine buster, excuse me. And now goes after Evans and throws him in the cage. I don't think Evans hit a single offensive move in this match yet. Gore tosses Grimm in the corner. And Evans just got bounced into the cage. Again, I don't know if Evans has done a single thing in this match yet. But get his ass kicked. Can't say he doesn't deserve it. As Gore tosses Grimm into the cage. Now it's Gore in control of both men. I know he went for something, tried to launch him. And Evans stops that. And he just tossed Gore into the cage. And he tosses Grimm into the cage. Finally some offense by Ryan Evans. There's some shots here. That was a knee, but that was a knee right there, right to the face, but Gore didn't go down. Evans into the cage. Now, all of a sudden, Evans is fighting back here. No, he went for something, but Grimm fighting back again. Evans into the corner. Now, look at these shots here. Grimm is in complete control of Ryan Evans, the Supremacy briefcase holder. Potential shot at the World Championship down the line. Grimm tosses Gore into the cage again. The only man who's made any attempt to climb out was Evans. I don't think there's been a single cover yet in this match. Scream again. He's got a hold. He's got a hold of Gore here. Looks him up in a military press and just drops him in a spine buster. That was an impressive move right there. No, wait. Evans rolls him up here. I think that was a 2 count. It's hard to tell. Referee's on the outside. Doesn't want to get involved with these 3 men. No, now Evans just drop kicked the hell out of Gore, and he went for the drop kick on Grimm. That didn't work. There's a punch right to the face, and another one. And Grimm again controlling both men. Now look at this. Oh, he just tossed him. Look at that. What a suplex. Just aggressive strength by Grimm. And now he's going to do the same to Evans here. He tosses Evans. This has been just a showcase of the power of Grimm here. Tosses him in the corner. Oh, Gore gets out the way of that. There's a shoulder tackle. Those shoulder tackles have been effective by Gore. Evans is back to his feet now. What's he doing here? Oh, what a suplex that was. Evans is back to his feet. Now, wait a minute. Gore's going to let this happen. Oh, swinging neck breaker. Well, for a second, looks like for a momentary, he allowed that to happen, but then he tossed him in the air. I think Gore just knew that was smart to let him do damage on Grimm and then take him out of the equation. And oh, he may be looking for the Gore bomb. Gore bomb incoming. Gore bomb. He hits it. But oh, there's Evans. Evans is right there to avoid, to stop that. And there's a suplex. No, I think Evans going to try to climb out of the cage now. That's probably what he's going to do here. He's going to try to climb out of the cage. But Gore gets back up. Grimm is still down from the Gore bomb. Now look at Gore. Maybe a smaller variation, but he still hits a power bomb. He hits a power bomb. Now, oh, Grimm took advantage of the situation, and he's got the Doomstone. Hits the Doomstone, and Evans up again. Again, he tries to climb out the cage. He doesn't care. He just wants to get out of here, but get the North American title in the process. But that didn't happen, and he falls off. No one's been able to go for the cover after that big move. Went for a choke slam. Evans stopped that. Evans stopped that. Oh, here comes the Annihilator. Annihilator. He hits the Annihilator. Oh, he went for something. He hit the Annihilator on Grimm, and oh, he's gonna hit it on Gore here. This should be Evans' chance here. He hits it, and he's gonna go for the cover. Shoulders are down here. There was only 2. Gore kicked out. Grimm is up now. I don't think that's Grimm is up, and he hits the cage. Evans has not had a nice night with that cage. He's been hitting the cage repeatedly throughout this matchup. We've had the corners being used a lot as well. No, look at that. Evans got up and shot blocked Grimm's lights out. Now, he's got him up here. Suplex into a Falcon Arrow. That was impressive. Grimm is up though, and just boots the hell out of him. My goodness, what a foot to the face. That was a foot. He hit the cage again. And look at that. This match has been very different than everything else we've seen tonight. No, here comes another Doomstone. Another Doomstone. This time he hits Evans with it. But Gore's right there. Gore's right there to stop a cover, and there's an electric chair drop. Gore is in complete control now of this matchup. Oh, look at this. Oh, he went for a military press. Grimm got out of it. I don't know how he did it, but he did. There's a sidewalk slam. Evans is up again. I think I don't know, Evans is having the fear to go in this. There's an Olympic slam. That was an impressive move. Hits the Olympic slam, and he's gonna go to come to cage again. He's persistent, I'll give you that. Oh, but Grimm is gonna follow him now. I don't think Evans sees Grimm. He doesn't see him. Now they're fighting. Gore is up there on the top. Gore is up there. sees this. He's fighting both men on top of the cage. And oh, another power bomb. Another power bomb to Grimm, and he hits another one to Evans. 2 big power bombs, and oh no, he's gonna go for another gore bomb. Look out, a release version. That was something. He had a release gore bomb. I think he hit that back at Supreme, but Evans is up and he hits a power slam. This has been some triple threat match. The cage has been used multiple times here. Evans is up. Evans is up. Ride Revolution. He hits it. Is this it? Is this over? No. Grimm able to break it up. That definitely could have been the end. He hit the Ryan Revolution. Oh, but he's going to get hit with another Tombstone. Tombstone. Grimm is absolutely monstrous, and now he's got Gore. He's got Gore in a choke slam, and he hits it. Big time choke slam. And Evans again. Evans is on Dream Street. He already got hit with a Doomstone. He's gonna get hit with a second one. 2 Doomstones. Back to back. Shoulders are down. And it's over. Grimm retains the North American Championship. My goodness, what a match this was. This was, I don't know what to actually anybody was expecting this match to be. But this was all-out war between these 2 men. And Grimm is still the North American champion. What a match this was. Grimm is going to go into Manhattan Mayhem still with that title around his waist. What a victory for the monstrous Grimm. No, wait a second. Jose Blanco. We saw Jose Blanco briefly during the world title match. He assaulted Justin Hernandez in the back. And now his partner Dante is looking for revenge. Not only for his attack, but for the attack on his tag team partner earlier tonight. Dante is looking to fight Blanco here. Seems the All-Stars, both men, have a vendetta with this aggressive man in Blanco. And they're fighting here. So Dante fighting back here. Dante brawling with Blanco here. Somewhere in the back. I don't know where it is, but somewhere. Back into that garage door. What a clothesline. That's a brawl. We need security to get these 2 men separated. As Dante's fighting with Blanco. Well, security's going to look to get that done. But right now, we started 32. There are 2 men left. The finals of the NYW Glory tournament starts right now. Silas and Gabe Woods, one-on-one. One of these 2 men will get a guaranteed world title shot at Manhattan Mayhem against the world champion choice. Who will it be? We're going to find out in just moments, ladies and gentlemen. This is our main event of the night. Both men won 2 grueling matches each to get to the finals. And now the final match is happening right now. This man, Gabe Woods, had 2 great matches early tonight. Now he's 1 win away from potentially becoming the NYW Glory winner for 2025 and getting a world championship shot. His first ever world title shot. Of course, if Silas Moore was victorious, he'd have the same. Moore only debuted at the end of last year. Woods has been around since 2021. Said he's held 2 championships here in NYW. Moore has held none. Moore has had, maybe you could say, more impressive road than Woods to get to the finals. Moore defeated Matthew Sanchez in the first round. PJ Nicholson in the second round. Al Cabrera early tonight in the quarterfinals, and then Nicholson in the semis earlier tonight. I don't think anybody had him on the bingo card to be in this position. But here he is, looking to become the winner of the Road to Glory tournament. The question is, can he do it? Can he get the job done? Seeing the tactics he used throughout this tournament, exposed turnbuckle, steel steps, underhanded tactics. That could be the way to get it done, whether I like it or anybody likes it or not. But regardless of what happens in this final, they have proven that they are main event caliber worthy and future world champions, that's for sure. Getting to the final, sending all the talent that was in this tournament, including TJ, including Eddie, including my brother Al Cabrera, Kyle Watson. They outlasted everybody, and they are the 2 men left standing in the finals here tonight. Now, here it is, the finals. Back and forth as we start off this matchup. What a match this is going to be. But considering they both have fatigue from their last 2 matches, I don't know how much either man has left at this point. As you can see now, there's Silas. Moore immediately bails out of the ring. Referee telling Woods to stay back here. And Moore, it's clear that Moore wants to catch a breather. Although he's definitely had more time to rest, but Woods isn't going to let him rest. Tope con hilo. An immediate tope con hilo by Gabe Woods. Woods, regardless of he wants to get this done. There was a Hurricane Rana there. Standing shooting star press. Second one connects. We don't know how long this match is going to go. There's a shooting star press. 3 of them. Cover. Only 2. Like I said, in a normal match, that might have not gotten a close 2, but they've had so much fatigue on them at this point. It's been a very fatigued matchup. It's just been an aggressive match at this point. Look at these chops, the aggressive chops by Moore. Moore should not be gloating here. He's got him down. He needs to keep him down. There's a super kick right to the face. Now Woods is continuing the offense. In the corner, went for a drop kick. Moore again. Look at this. You're a Nagi. You're a Nagi. Now he's got him hooked up again into a Falcon Arrow. At this point, like I said, when neither man has a ton of left in the tank, so they're just going to need to go for whatever to get the job done. That was a 2 count. That was close. We don't know how much either man has left in the tank after 2 very competitive quarterfinal matches and semifinals that they both had. Look at this submission hold. He's just wrenching on the arms here. Moore wrenching on the arms here, trying to get Woods to submit here. This could be the ticket for Woods, but for Moore, excuse me, but Woods gets out of it. That was a flatliner right there, a rolling flatliner. And Moore rolls out of the ring, trying to catch a breather again. But again, Woods is not going to let it happen. Oh no, that was a mistake. Crashed and burned. And no, he spikes him on the floor. He just spiked him on the floor, and oh no, this is just how he was able to win the semifinal match earlier. He just threw him into the steps. Oh, he did it multiple times. He only did it once this time. And now he's immediately going to go for the cover. Maybe doing it more was maybe a smarter move. Again, I don't agree with it, but oh, that was so close. He hit it. He did it once. Immediately wanted to go for the cover. Only got a 2 count, but Woods was on a dream streak after that. Oh no, he's got him hooked up here. What's he looking for? Oh, we saw this power bomb stacks him up. He hit it on the floor to Eddie Nicholson in the semifinals. He stacks him up here, and again only 2. With an aggressive move, but Silas Moore is in complete control of Woods here. Now he's got a camel clutch locked in. He is wrenching it in here. Woods is busted open. He is hurt. I don't know how Woods is able to fight back here. He does though. I don't know how he does it, but he did. He fought back. Now off the ropes here. Sling blade. Splash to the back here. Woods is, again, I don't know how much he has left at this point, but he's going to try to get the win, but it only got 2. Moore definitely stacked the offense. He has a lot more, he's worn down Woods a lot more in this matchup. Now Will's through here. Look at this by Woods. Oh, what a Pele kick. That was impressive. Impressive move by Woods. And there's a kick right to the face. Oh my goodness, that was a lights out kick right to the face. You know, real knees, he hits it this time. I don't think he hit it in the other matches, if I recall, but he hit it here. And now he's off the second rope here. So looking for here is oh, look at that. What an elbow that was. That was impressive. He usually does that from the top rope. He did it from the second rope. And he's got the cover. This could get the 3 count to win the finals, to go to Manhattan Mayhem, but it wasn't enough. Again, I don't know how much either man is going to have to take here. It's gonna need one big shot here. Oh, he rushed in and got hit with a power slam. That was a mistake. He got hit with a power slam, and now he gets hit with a second one. 2 power slams, and now Moore's looking to look for the cover. Can he win? And winning the tournament there, but that was close. You said that you thought he might have had him there. He caught him with a power slam, so he hit another one, but it was only a 2 count. Now, what's he looking for here? What stops that? Off the ropes. And oh, caught with a power bomb. The same way that he actually caught Gabriel Lopez with one to win earlier tonight. Set it up to win. I know this is the final lesson. What a way. The way he won earlier could be the way he loses now. It's over. And again, no. Oh my goodness. How in the world did Woods kick out of that? He got hit with the final lesson. Moore has won both his matches with the final lesson tonight. And you can see him arguing with the referee. But that's not gonna get the job done here. That isn't gonna get the job done here. You can see now he's wearing him down here. Weighing him down here. Doesn't what an elbow that was. Big time elbow. Got the cover. Could this be the end? And again, another kick out. Again, I don't know if that was gonna get the job done, but he did what he felt was necessary. Now the second round lesson will definitely do it though. Jawbreaker. Super kick. Nope. That stopped. I said, at this point, what do they have left? Oh, he went for a clothesline. He went for a clothesline. Now Woods has got control. Look at this Hurricane Rana, Frankenstein, or whatever you want to call it, off the top. And now Woods off the ropes, frog splash to the back, springboard style. Could this get the 3 count to win the tournament? Gabe Woods, no. Moore kicks out. Again, I don't know how much either man has left at this point. Gotta think the end is near for either man. What is this? I don't know what the hell that was, but it was a flatliner. It was a flatliner, and it spiked him. But it wasn't enough to keep him down though, because Moore gets out of it. It gets out of it, and there's a DDT. That was simple and effective DDT, that was. And a second one. He hits 2 big DDTs in a row. And he hits 3. 3 DDTs in a row. And could that get the 3 count to win the tournament? No. He hit 3 DDTs straight, and that still didn't get the job done. This has been what a finals this has been. There's a neck breaker. Said Moore is not a flashy athlete, but he's done a lot. He's done a lot of different things tonight. Now look at the second neck breaker. These neck breakers weighing down Woods at this point. Woods is just completely worn down at this point. And a third neck breaker. Pay it 3 times. He hit 3 neck breakers in a row. And again, Woods is maybe done at this point. I think Moore needs to just look for the final lesson. Instead, he's just weighing him down here. Again, he's taking too much time. Stop. Look at that stop there. Again, I don't think Woods has much left at this point. Woods is completely off his... just trying to get to his feet here. Now look at this. Now Moore's going to look for the turnbuckle. He couldn't get it done, so now he's going to try to cheat. He's going to try to cheat here. And oh wait, he got out of the way. He got out of the way. And he uses the turnbuckle. Talk about his fair play here. Gabe Woods uses the turnbuckle that Moore was looking to hit. He's going to look at use, and there's the loss of the Woods. You just got to cover him, it's over. But he's not going for the cover. He needs to go for the cover. No, what a shot. What is this? And, oh my goodness, what the hell was that? He flipped. That was a flipping loss in the Woods. What a move that was. And it gets to 3. It's over. Gabe Woods is the winner of the 2025 Road to Glory tournament. Gabe Woods has won the tournament, and he is going to challenge for the World Championship at Manhattan Mayhem. What a match this was. At the end there, Silas Moore was looking to use the exposed turnbuckle. It backfired. Woods lost the Woods, but then hits a new variation of it right after to get the job done. And Gabe Woods has won this tournament. He won the tournament. You can see, look at Silas Moore just getting back to his feet here. Walking away. Moore, take nothing away from Moore. He had a great night. But it wasn't his time yet. In the end, it's Gabe Woods' night. Gabe Woods is going to the main event of Manhattan Mayhem, and Gabe Woods is going to challenge the world champion. This man has proven himself worthy of it. He did it tonight. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, here at NYW Glory. Take care.